Hi and welcome to the fourth round of freestyle motocross competition here at Night of the Jumps. We are in the capital city of Germany. We're in Berlin, inside the Uber Arena, and we've already had an unbelievable training session today. The guys here, we're doing the pit party right now. Everybody got through there. Everybody's fit and healthy. We've got a new rider as well who has joined Night of the Jumps for the very first time. Very first time he'll ever do a freestyle motocross international competition. He's also going to join us for the mountain bikes. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But while the pit party's going down, let's go and have a talk with some of the riders who are trying to sign some autographs. And I'm going to interrupt everything while it is all going down. One of them is going to be... Whoop. We've got photos happening. First rider I'm going to find is the legend, the 2010 world champion. Coming back. I know how you love people saying that you're an old man, but hey, you're over 40 years old. Libor Podmol, you are back at Night of the Jumps. How does it feel to come back and compete in this new format of 2 groups of 4 riders, top 4 final? This is going to be interesting.
I think it's a great format. I'm happy that you guys bring back the real competition, and I'm stoked. I did one in Bremen. I got on the podium, so it'd be nice to have one more cup at home.
Where did you get? 3rd in Bremen?
Yeah, 3rd.
So I think we're looking for 2nd or higher.
We'll see. We are just going to have fun with the boys. And like all the riders here are very cool dudes, friends of mine. So I'm just stoked to be part of it. I think everybody's having fun tonight.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're coming tonight with? Like, have you got a little secret weapon that you've been working on since Bremen? That's a couple of months ago.
I think Bremen was my first real competition back. So I had a full summer of shows and training. So I think my tricks are back in the level as it used to be. I'm still not doing body varials, but before this event, I said this is going to be my last event with no body varials. So next ones, I'm going to show you some moves.
Oh, really? Are you for real?
Yeah. We bought some new foam into our foam pit, so I think it's time to hit that cage and spin around.
Fuck, man. Did I just swear? I didn't swear. That is awesome, man. So congratulations on, that. I can't wait to see how you go down tonight. This is going to be interesting. And when's the next show? Next time you're at Night of the Jumps will be Hanover, right?
Yes, I do Hanover, and I can't wait to send it over there.
Oh, so keep your eyes peeled for Hanover. November 9th, we may have another body varial. Wow. That blew me away. I love having surprises when I come to Night of the Jumps, and to hear that from a legend like Libor Podmol saying that he wants to get back in the foam pit, get those tricks down. Like, what did Libor have? A vault, California roll? He had a couple of impressive, dangerous, technical body varials. If he can get even one of them down over 40 years old, that is something to behold. I think only one other rider in the world probably would have that title, and that would be Taka Higashino. And I don't even think he's 40 yet, so that is pretty cool. Let's go find the mountain bike riders, scooter and BMX. Oh, I'm gonna pick on the guy who may be not feeling so good. Let's see if he's feeling all right, because in training, I was talking to Matty Pekarak, and he wasn't feeling too great. Matty, you went back to the hotel. Did you have a sleep? Do you feel better?
Yeah, I took like a 1-hour nap, and I'm feeling much better, so let's see how it goes, but I got enough training in the past year, so it should be okay.
So today, you only did 4 jumps in training, and then you basically called it. What was happening?
So I think I caught something like illness or something, and I felt like I'm about to get sick, and I was like dizzy. But now I feel better, and I feel good, and not sick anymore. So maybe it was just like some weather change, or I don't know. I didn't want it to risk it, so I went back to the hotel and now send it in the show.
Now it's time. So if you're starting to feel dizzy before, doing a couple of backflips is not really going to help.
Exactly. So, and I did a show once when I was feeling like not myself and not 100%, and I fell out of the mega ramp. So I'm not risking it again. So I just took a nap, and I'm good now. I'm good.
That's what I like to hear. So well done. I hope you go good tonight. I hope the sickness stays away. Have a good night. Let's find a couple more riders here. I'm going to skip Leon Binkerbank because he's always in these videos. Actually, we already spoke with Leon before. You can find that interview later on at nightofthejumps.com, especially where he blew out that. Oh wait, one question: Are you going to join me on the co-host thing, or do you have a wheel?
I have a wheel. My back wheels work again, so I will not join you today. Sorry. Next time.
Damn, we almost had Leon joining me co-hosting because he exploded his rear wheel in training. But Alejandro Bonifay, you won the last event in Zurich. We've got a lot of good riders here. Reto's here as well. Andrea Lukondagi, he's back. Another Spaniard, Catalan. Catalan. Coming to an event like Berlin, this is one of our biggest events. Is there anything special that you need to bring out to try and beat all of these guys in the best trick?
Man, bigger crowd, bigger tricks, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna give my best as always. But yeah, most important thing, having fun as always, and yeah, I think crowd gonna like it so far, and we also gonna enjoy it. So,
what should we be looking for? Like, what's the one trick you think could win the best trick tonight for you?
Man, I'm gonna definitely try the twisted band front flip, you know, once again. And yeah, let's see if I can land it this time. And I also have like the casual tail whip to bar spin, which is also a trick that I was the first person ever to do it. Yeah, and today I did it after 3 years and do it first try, so pretty stoked about that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do it again there.
Actually, I saw that in training. It was one of the few times that I did actually get to see training, and I looked up and went, oh my, I didn't even know what happened. I had to get the guys to tell me what you just did. With everything that's going on, twister to bounce fronty, we saw you land that once in training at Night of the Jumps. When was that?
That was in Munich. That was Munich, yeah.
But you've never landed in competition, right?
No, I tried like few times, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't land it, but we're gonna try it again. You know, this is part of the sport. You have to keep going and till it happens. So let's see if it's today.
Awesome. Good luck tonight. Have a good show. Can't wait to see what happens in BMX, mountain bike, scooter best trick. Well, actually, you know what? While I'm standing here we go. Here we go. Only because you've got your Swiss buddy with you. We've got the two Swiss riders. Lucas Huppert, you came to Zurich at the last event and you said, oh, hey, Steve, there's this other younger kid, Reto Heine. Do you think he could ride? Yeah, okay. Now he's sitting with you right beside you here in Berlin. So now you're on the show. What's it like to see the young guys come through?
I mean, they're insane. The riding is beyond, and it just makes me feel old. I cannot say more than that. And I'm 24, huh? No, it's just crazy to see, and it's cool that there's like such a strong Swiss group of youngsters, and Reto is one of them. So, yeah, it's here in the stage where he deserves to be. So that's amazing.
And Reto, how does it feel to get the invite to come here to Berlin?
Yeah, it feels amazing. It's going to be so big, way bigger than Zurich. Fully booked out, and it's going to be an insane show today. So,
is there a trick that we might expect from you tonight?
Yeah, I definitely want to bring out the double flip bar spin today again, and did one in practice, felt good, and yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Actually, I was talking to some of the guys out the back in the organizational crew before, and they said about that double backflip with bar spin in the middle, and they're like, yeah, if that kid's here, I'm like, yeah, he's here. He just did training. Oh, he's back? Oh, hell yeah. So it's so good that you left an impression in Zurich to come back here.
Yeah, that's so nice to hear. I'm so stoked that I learned that trick on this setup, and it's perfect, yeah. Thank you, guys.
No worries. Thank you. Right, we're going to go find one more rider. Thank you, guys. Good luck. Have a good night. There's one more rider I want to talk to, and then we're going to go up to the studio. But this is going to be hard because he's probably one of the most popular guys here, and it's his first time he's ever been at Night of the Jumps, first time he's ever done a freestyle motocross international competition, and tonight he's going to do everything. So if I can get around, sorry. Oh, everybody wants an autograph here, and photos, of course. And I'm going to give him a little tap on the back here. Just a really quick. You've got one autograph. So, behind me here, this is Andre Ulukondagi. I've actually been doing a couple of shows with this guy in the last couple of months, cruising around Europe. We're in Silverstone, Belgium, Barcelona, and man, for you to come here, Night of the Jumps, very first time, you're doing a freestyle motocross competition, but you're one of the biggest mountain bike riders in the world. How does that feel?
Yeah, man, I'm super pumped to be out here, you know. I didn't even know I was going to be here like 5 days ago, like literally, you know, and yeah, I got the call and kind of got a couple of things ready, and yeah, drove here, got here, and yeah, I had time of my life on today's practice. I love the setup, I love the crowd, and yeah, having a really good time, and can't wait to put on a show, man. I'm stoked to be here.
Now, the crazy thing is, what was it, about 4 days ago? So as I was talking to Andre, if he's going to come or not, and he was riding with Mark Pignol, you just landed a 360 off the next gen ramp, which not even a handful of people have ever done before. You are now in that group. And then you said you're going to try something else. I guess we might see that tonight, but you're bringing new tricks that you've just learned in the last week.
Yeah, man, I kind of got the invite, and yeah, I was riding with Mark, and I knew I had to step up my game, you know, and that was just a little bit of motivation I needed, and yeah, I got pumped, and I kind of worked hard for a couple days, and yeah, I got some new moves, and yeah, hopefully I can put a good run together tonight and have fun, you know. I can't wait to see the guys ride, and I've been always looking up to all these dudes, and to be here for me just blows my mind.
You know, what's even better is you look up to these guys. I've just been talking to the BMX mountain bike and scooter riders who look up to you as a legend, and you're going to join them. You're going to compete in the mountain bike best trick tonight. Man, you're doing everything. Best whip, freestyle motocross, and mountain bike.
Yeah, man, actually, why not? You know, I love riding. I love the setup here. I like the bike jump. I like the moto jumps, and I drove here for 2 days, so I might as well just do as much as I can, you know. So, yeah, just having a good time, and yeah, I can't wait to get it done, you know, to just send it.
Hell yeah, awesome. Right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you very much. Good luck tonight. Send it. We're going to head up now to the studio before we get this show on the road. We've got 8 of the best freestyle motocross riders in the world. A dozen riders, mountain bike, BMX, scooter. Andreu joining them as well. This is going to be an insane competition. 4th round of the World Tour here at Night of the Jumps. We've got 2 more rounds in Cologne and Hanover. The points are so important right now for the overall leaderboard. These points tonight are going to be very valuable. Let's see who gets the win.
It's built into every sport.
Unbelievable!
Doesn't matter if you're in an exotic location or under the glare of studio lights.
Holy smokes!
Sports are sports.
What?
And they all come jam-packed with adrenaline.
He's spinning out, and he hits the head! He's got the seatbelt around the neck.
There's a reason it's called an adrenaline rush.
Oh my God!
And it's always rush hour on Brinks TV. The kingdom of awesomeness.
Well, hi and welcome. Here we are for the 4th round of the Freestyle Motocross World Tour here at Night of the Jumps. We are inside the Uber Arena here in Berlin, Germany, the capital city of Berlin. This is the hometown of Night of the Jumps. This is always going to be a big event for Night of the Jumps. We've got a couple of special things. We've already spoken about it. If you've only just tuned in now because you thought, yep, 8 o'clock, that's the right time to tune in. Actually, we just had a pit party walk where I spoke to one of our, he's the newest rider on the tour right now. He's got something special coming up. Andreu Lekondagi. Man, I can't wait to see this guy in a freestyle motocross competition. Even when we were talking about the invitation for him to join Night of the Jumps, how insane is it to think about a mountain bike rider, one of the best in the world, is being invited to compete on the world tour in freestyle motocross. This is going to be insane. He'll be in the second group of competition, I'm pretty sure. I just have to double check that before I get too carried away. Yes, it'll be the second group of comps before we get to see Andreu coming out here to ride in his very first freestyle motocross World Tour Championship. So sick to see Libor back, absolutely. Wait, I can't see the name down there. Is that Seb? I'm just looking at the image. I can't see the name, but it looks to me like that's Seb. Seb, welcome all the way from Finland. Pumped to have you here, man, especially tuning in to YouTube, or if you're at home, whether you're on YouTube or Brinks.tv, doesn't matter. Jump in, get on the chat, and we'll throw your comments in there, and I will hopefully see them all. And hopefully, if somebody back there fixes where the names are coming up, I'd love to know who's sending the messages in. But I really don't want any trolls out there, okay? Oh, Grüße an Luke, Davide und Mate. Ich komme dann in Hannover wieder vorbei. Okay, my German is not very good. But it's something along the lines of, go Luke, Davide and Mate, and they're going to be in Hanover. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. We'll be in Hanover on the 9th of November. It's not that far away. Wait, it's just over 1 month. That is insane. We've got Cologne on October the 26th, 5th round of competition, and the 6th and final comp will be in Hanover. And actually in Hanover, we will also be crowning our Brinks Cup winner. That's a brand new competition. We only just started that in Zurich. And the winner will be announced in Hanover. We'll talk more about this Brinks Cup throughout tonight, because every single rider on the tour since Zurich has the chance to win the Brinks Cup. And it might sound a little bit mysterious right now, and it is, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. So, what have we got tonight for you guys in store, sitting at home, or wherever you might be? Maybe you're at work, maybe you're going for a drive and you just got it on, and no, don't do this while you're driving. You might get in trouble. Right, we've got freestyle motocross, of course. That's what Night of the Jumps was built on. That's where it all started in 2001. That's how long Night of the Jumps have been around. I was watching Night of the Jumps in Australia back in 01, and it's so unbelievable to be here in 2024. But joining the FMX riders is now mountain bike, BMX and scooter with their own best trick competition. They are not just the sideshow, it is their own competition, and actually it sounds like we're about to have the introductions of the riders coming up. I can hear my colleague down in the middle, Andy Brevi. He's starting to get warmed up down in the middle, and I think we might see the riders coming out in a minute. Hey Steve, Grüße aus Nürnberg. Sehen wir die Next Gen heute? Genau, we will see the Next Gen ramp tonight. And good to hear we've got some viewers from Nürnberg. Not very far, actually, from where I live. I'm not far away, man. I'm living in Coburg, in Germany. My German's not very good, as you guys have probably witnessed, where I'm trying to speak a little German with hopefully the right accent. First rider out tonight, right there in the middle of your screen, is Mikołaj Temka, all the way from Poland. Mikołaj has improved so much. This is now the 4th round of competition. We've seen him, of course, 3 times this year. Every single event, he has gotten better and better and better. Today, I watched him in training. He was looking so freaking good. It's so cool to see a rider step up every single time, and for the smile that he had as he got over on the next gen ramp. He was doing his first flip combos, big ones there. Let's see how he goes in this competition, and he will actually be the first rider to come out tonight in competition. So it's always a little bit hard, a little bit daunting as the first rider coming out with all those nerves, ready to throw down, but that's what he's going to do. Second rider out tonight on the Kawasaki, the 450, all the way from Barcelona. It is the mountain bike legend that we were talking about before, and first time ever at Night of the Jumps for freestyle motocross, Andreu Lecondagui. Man, I am so pumped to see Andreu here at Night of the Jumps. Great show again in Berlin. It sounds like we might have somebody here watching already, or are you just watching from home? No, this is awesome to have Andreu as an actual bona fide legend in mountain bikes joining in the freestyle motocross competition. And this isn't just like a gimme, this is legit. What he just did in training today, only a few guys have ever done before. And he even came with a new trick for himself as well, that he only tried once or twice with Marc Pignol this week. We will see what happens in the second quali group from Andreu Lecondagui. Third rider out now from the Czech Republic. The best whip winner from all 3 rounds so far this year. It's going to be tough because Andreu actually has a really good whip for a mountain bike rider. And he's going to give it to Matej Čezák. So Matej from Prague, one of those beautiful Czech cities, one of the best in the world. I love going to Prague. Checky Czech, go. Cheers, boys. Man, we got Checky Czech. We've got the master of Checky Czech coming out later on Libor Podmol. But, yeah, with Matej Čezák here, he's feeling a lot better. I think in Zurich he was a little bit under the weather. He had an injury, a back injury. Tonight, it looks like everything's under control. We might see a little bit extra motivation, a little bit extra extension as well. Next rider out now from Italy. We've got 2 Italians again, just like we had in Zurich. All the way from Tuscany, from Prato Vecchio, it is Davide Rossi. And Davide actually picked up his very first podium in Zurich at the last event with the front flips. He's got, actually, there was a lot of combos that Davide had all around the bike that not many other riders had. I don't even think there was another rider doing a bar trick in Zurich. But Davide Rossi, with that dead body, he earned his place. Not only the dead body, but with a wide variety of tricks. That's what got him onto the podium. First motocross I have seen. Looks awesome. Oh, that's what I like to hear. A first timer. Great to see somebody new joining in, jumping on the chat. Thank you very much for jumping in there. And I hope you enjoy this competition tonight. Righto, up next now. Living just down the road from Davide Rossi in Castel Focagnano in Tuscany, Italy. It is Leo Fini riding on the Fantic 250XX. So the boys, they live 20 minutes from each other. Davide there on the YZ250, Leo on the Fantic. It's basically the same bike, only the Fantic has a couple of extra, probably more expensive parts on it. But something tells me Davide Rossi is not going to let those couple of extra parts on that Fantic get him the better of him. And those 2 guys will be battling it out. They're in the same group tonight with Luke Ackerman. So only 2 riders go through from the quali group into the final. This is going to be a hell of a battle before we even get to the final. Who's going to get through qualification? Now it's time for the 2010 World Champion. He is back on a motocross bike to ride freestyle motocross. He spent many years riding the Rally Dakar out there in Saudi Arabia, just riding through just kilometers and hundreds and thousands of kilometers of sand. I love seeing your messages. Come on, Steve. Fart at least. Yeah, that may happen. So he is back in FMX. Libor Podmol. Now, Libor was one of the original riders that you never knew what the hell he was going to do at any given event. He would come out with any crazy trick, and guess what? It worked a lot. He won the World Championship. He was 6 times runner-up in the World Championship. Nobody has been so consistent, I don't think, in the entire history of Night of the Jumps than Libor Podmol. Rolling in now on that Honda CRF 450 from MX Academy. It is the second Catalan rider from Spain, from Lleida. It is Marc Pignol, where Andreu Lecondagui has just been training this last week. He only got the invite maybe 5 days ago. He headed straight at, whoa, I like to see that in the background. I may take that. My man here, Rob, who actually runs the show from the top. Cheers, big ears. I think I've passed that under the table. I will have a sip of that drink. Thank you very much, Rob. We do have Rob here. He is running the show. Even if you want to walk past the camera and say hello on your way out, Rob is running the show. Oh, there he is. This is a massive team effort here, and thanks to Rob for finding a drink for me. Rob Warner, wait, what is that? I think Steve is the Rob Warner of FMX. Oh, I missed the rest of that comment. Sorry. Was that a compliment or not? So much emotion in his voice. Greetings to all backstage. Whoa, thank you very much. Man, I'm going to take that. I love getting good messages. Man, this is a good YouTube chat and a Brinks chat. Thanks, guys. I'm loving this. Keep the compliments coming. Now, it is the legend. Legend in the making, because Luke Ackerman has been around for so long. It is unbelievable to think he's only in his early 20s. But that's what you can do when you've been growing up with his brother, Hannes Ackerman, who paved the way. But Luke coming through has grown into one of the most dominant riders in freestyle motocross. Hello, I hope you have a good day in Germany. We will. And of course, Luke Ackerman being the only German FMX rider here tonight in Berlin, he will have one hell of a night, I am sure. And the tricks that Luke is coming with every single night of the jumps, he is dominating right now. He has won every event so far this year. It's quite tough for any of these riders to really get to break the stranglehold that Luke has right now. He's looking so confident. Every event, it looks like it's just water off of a duck's back. Of course, he has to do the work. Of course, he is stressing to get the job done. But when we see Luke throwing down those 360s, which he's leading the Brinks Cup with right now, double backflips. Actually, even his holy grab today on the next gen, one of the best holy grab, probably the best I've seen from Luke ever. And the guys were kind of laughing to, man, it looked like Mike Mason. That is how far Luke is coming along. He is becoming one of the best in the world. Zapsa straight from Poland, hell yeah. That is how far Luke is coming along in the sport as one of the more dominant riders. It is tough for anybody here to beat him, but that's exactly what they're going to try and do. There is 8 riders. There'll be one winner. There's 4 guys in that top 4 final, but as I said, to even get to the top 4 final tonight, this will be incredibly difficult. Lucas Huppert there on the intro in on the mountain bike. Let's go. Shout out from Poland. We do have a lot of Polish fans here. We've actually got a lot of Polish fans here in Germany. I've met a fair few of them already tonight. I think half of them came with Zapsa. And Zapsa's been riding, like I said, so good. Every event getting better and better and better. It's good to see some young blood out there and trying to, well, do new things, build new ramps. He's got the moon boot of the next gen. Everything that's big, he's going for. Leon Binkerbank there on the BMX. Good to see. The Leon is actually out there riding. I almost thought he was going to be joining me as a co-host tonight when he exploded that rear wheel of his in training. Matty Pekarek So Leon Binkerbank, he managed to get a rush job. They did get his wheel fixed. Somebody turned up. They brought a spare one. He's back riding. Matty Pekarek, who just jumped there on the scooter, he came up to me after, well, in the middle of training, actually. It was the end of his training. Peter Kaska there also on the scooter. And Matty was looking terrible. He looked as white as a ghost. And he said he was going to go straight back to the hotel, try and get a bit of a siesta, and see if he'd feel better. And he would then decide if he was going to ride or not. But if he's on that roll in, he's already done one jump. It looks like we got Matty Pekarek right there now. Mike Boom, the old man from Berlin, rolling on in. Enzo De Jesus, who has come with Alejandro Bonifay. And I think this may be Reto Heine, the new young gun who we saw for the very first time in Zurich. He came with Lucas Huppert. Lucas asked if he could join. We said, yep, why not? Jimmy Brunt there. Why not? And Reto looks so good. He's now here in Berlin. Really excited to see... Wait, what's that say? Really excited what the new Spaniard will throw off the next gen. Yeah, I'm excited. I've already seen a little bit of what he can do on that next gen today with that 360 in the first training session. Came straight out, 360'd it. I think he's got a little bit more, but let's see. I don't know if he's going to hold it all back or if he's going to throw it down in the qualification. Steve, you forgot to mention that Night of the Jumps has the best judges on the planet. Well, the best judges on the planet. This is without a doubt. So, we have Fabian Bauzax as a judge. And we also have, from Brazil, the man himself right there, Jose Gaspar, who has been in freestyle motocross for probably as long as I can remember, to be honest. One of the main contributors, I think, way back in the day. Jose, I'm sure you're going to fact check me on that one, but Freestyle MTX days, I believe, FMXAustralia.com days. Let's go, boys. And our third judge tonight, Clint Esposito from the US of A. So we've got a pretty wide-ranging group of judges for this competition tonight here in Berlin, in Germany, sorry. This is going to be pretty wild because these riders are in each group, Group A and Group B, they are tough groups. The judges tonight, I feel like, have even a tougher job than they did have in Zurich. Zurich was tough. When I read the names, so Group A will be Mark Pignol, Matej Cezak, Libor Podmol, and Mikołaj Temka. Group B, Luke Ackerman, Andrei Lakondagi, Leo Feeney, and David Rossi. None of those riders, I feel, can just kind of cruise. I feel like they're going to all have to throw out nearly their best run, but there's only 6 jumps plus the double up in the qualification. If they get to the final, it is 8 jumps plus the double up. But I feel like everybody will nearly have to throw out the best they can do. And that's why I am really excited for tonight's competition here in Berlin. All right, so the first rider out now. First jump already done from Poland. As I mentioned, we've got a lot of Polish fans here. Mikołaj Temka, second jump on the next gen ramp. You can see from that first jump to the second how much extra time the next gen ramp gives the riders. No hand backflip on the return jump. Now it's going to be interesting to see what tricks he'll do. Oh, the flip levers are up. Is he going next gen? Next gen again, heel clicker backflip. Now, one of the hardest things I think the riders would have to do is jump the regular 8-meter Euro ramp, that one right there, super flip, and then turn around and jump the next gen. Because the approach is different, the speed is a little bit different, and it looks to me like Zapsa is going to hang on to that next gen only on the return jump and leave it to the 8-meter coming back. I think it would actually be quite difficult to mix up those ramps. And when you start talking about guys like Pignol or Davide Rossi, Luke Ackerman, who are throwing in the super kicker, the front flip ramp, and the other 8-meter radius ramps, the confusion gets real, trust me, when you've got different ramps in a row. But from what I've heard actually from a lot of the riders so far, the difference from an 8 to a next gen is actually quite high. This is the double up, caught over backflip. And that is Mikawe Temka's run for tonight. Finishing it off quite well there with a nice Cordova backflip. That was a good run from the young Czech rider. Polish rider, sorry. Polish rider. I saw this comment come up. Go big Czech boys. So for the young Pole, that's right, I got it right. Mikawe Temka, good run there. Now, up against Matej Čezak, Libor Podmol and Mark Pignol, it's going to be tough for Mikawe to get through, but let's see what happens. We've got the judges will put their scores up fairly quickly, I hope. Throwing that one out there at Jose, since he called it. But look at this Cordova backflip on the next gen. You can see the next gen giving him that little bit extra time to hold the Cordova flip and to actually get back on with quite a lot of time up his sleeve. That's the bonus of that ramp. Nice cliffhanger to start the run standing straight up and down with those legs, with those ankles locked in to the forks on that cliffhanger. Knack, flip. Just sneaking that right foot over the seat there. No-handed backflip on the return on that 8-meter. And a heel. Oh, that's not a heel clicker flip. That's a flying W. Double dog pisser backflip. So he didn't get the click, unfortunately, but it was a nice Indy backflip on the return. Not a bad run there from Zapsa. Let's see how many points we get for the young Pole before our next rider rolling out, who has been to almost... Actually, I wonder if this rider up has done the most Night of the Jumps ever. From the Czech Republic, Libor Podmol. I remember doing his 100th presentation. It was a ceremony, I believe it was in Krakow, Poland, for 100 Night of the Jumps. And that was a lot of years ago for Libor Podmol. All right, as Libor gets the crowd pumped up, parked up there next to all the trophies. He was in Bremen, that was the first event of his for the season, and he managed to take home a 3rd place. He'll be wanting another one of those trophies for the cabinet, I am sure. On the inside 8-meter, the ramp not many riders actually choose. Funnily enough, heel clicker to Indy backflip. With less run up on that ramp, it doesn't get chosen an awful lot. And actually, that was the 8-meter on the outside next to the next gen. He decided not to hit the big one. Looks like he's going for course usage. Super Can Indy. A tech grab backflip combo that not many riders do. Only one flip lever. What's this going to be? Oh, kicking off the seat into a nice big 9 o'clock knack. With his own signature style there on that double knack under flip from Libor. I love his underflip. There's two riders, I think, that have really impressed me with that trick. Andre Villa and Libor Podmuller. Funnily enough, both guys are still riding. And that's one of my personal favorites, that trick right there. All right. Was that a KOD flip? Not the best angle on that one, sorry guys, for everybody there at home or wherever you might be watching Night of the Jumps on Brinks.tv or YouTube. We'll get another angle of that in the slow motion after this run. So it looks like Libor picked up an extra jump. So 6 jumps are counted from the judges, but getting an extra jump definitely helps the judges to maybe think, okay, he looked good, he had enough time, he got around the course, he might get enough points here. This is the double up worth double the points. Cliffhanger backflip. And it looked to me like our cameraman was also doing a backflip as well. We're gonna have to wait just a moment on the slow-mo replay to see exactly what was happening. Maybe he tripped on a banana peel and nearly fell off his stage. But to have Libor back at Night of the Jumps competing in freestyle motocross on this world tour, it is unbelievable. The feeling to have him back as a legend and for the other riders to look up to is quite amazing. And if you guys didn't catch the pit party interview, Libor gave out a little bit of info that actually surprised me. He said he is planning that this is the last FMX competition he does without a body varial. But let's check out this run here in Berlin. This is the double up. Cliffhanger backflip. Good extension on that one. Not bad. Yeah, I think you can claim that as a damn good cliffhanger. That's near on jackhammer backflip. Heel clicker to Indy flip. That was the trick to start the run. Chord over flip on the way through. I'm going to say there was a lot of track variation or variety with the different ramps that he chose. Super can Indy or super can backflip there. Stepping off the seat into a huge 9 o'clock, holding the extension. And there's that underflip. Not many riders get it as good as that. One of my favorite tricks, one hand Indy, 2 rock solid from Libor. Actually, I didn't even notice that trick in the run. And the KOD backflip. There's a lot of variety in that run there from Libor. I think that's going to be a big score, 245 points. The Brinks Cup there. Now, was any of those flip combos in that run? Maybe it's the underflip. Would that warrant a spot on the Brinks Cup? Right now, Luke Ackerman leading the Brinks Cup with his 360 from Zurich. In second position is Mark Pignol with the Surfer to Tsunami backflip off of the next gen, to remind you. And Leo Feeney with the Rodova backflip. Those were the 3 best tricks from Zurich. And we'll talk a little bit more about the Brinks Cup coming up very shortly, because right now we've got from the Czech Republic, the second of the Checky Czechs, our best whip champion from 2023. He has won every best whip competition so far in 2024. From Prague, the youngster, Matej Čezak. Riding on the KTM 250. On the 2-stroke there, it is fluoro yellow, but it's no Suzuki. With a no-handed backflip. Whoa, whoa! That tsunami flip was starting to look pretty big, and then it started to look like it was getting out of control. But he managed to hold on to it. Nice whipped out Indy into a 9 o'clock. And that trick there, I've done that one personally, and it killed my back and my ribs trying to twist from one direction to the other. But when you're that young and nimble and flexible, man, anything's easy. Nice heel click at a super flip. It's cool to see those upright tricks with a nice heap of style to go along with it, especially with a whipped out trick from the whip master himself. Lazy boy backflip. Didn't get full extension on that lazy though, I don't feel. We'll check that one out in the slow-mo just to double check that I got it right. Heart attack flip. Big run. And he's decided that's enough. He probably had enough time to squeeze in one more trick. But he is happy with that run. And why wouldn't you be? That was actually a really good run there from Mate. Will it be enough to pip Libor with 245 points? That's going to be a tough ask. But he's got his double up coming up. This one trick at the end of every run is worth double the points. This is where you want to do your hardest trick. Oh, here we go. First time ever at Night of the Jumps. Mate Chesak with the front flip. He did his first one in training, and unfortunately it didn't go that well. He ended up on the ground pretty quickly. He under-rotated it. But right now, Mate has got to be pumped that he's just stomped a new trick for him here at Night of the Jumps with that front flip, hitting a ramp that you cannot test the speed on. You've got to hope you've got the right technique. You've got to hope you've got the right distance and that the mechanism even works correctly when you go to jump it. I still feel like the front flip ramp is way more gnarly than hitting the next gen ramp because there is no backing out. You just have to go, send it. Here it is in the slow-mo replay. Perfect front flip. He just locked in. You can see he was just watching all the way through, kept himself in a nice position and waited for that front flip to come around. No-handed flip to start his run. That was a good start, and it got a lot better with that KOD starting to get a little bit twisted up there. Coming back in, not too bad. He brought it back nicely, and I love that whipped out Indy into the whip and then twisting out of it into a nice 9 o'clock. That lazy flip wasn't lazy enough. Yeah, I'm going to call that. Yep, you're absolutely right. It was pretty lazy, but it wasn't lazy enough. And a heart attack flip to finish off his 6 jumps before that double up. So each rider in qualification, they have 80 seconds to get their 6 jumps out. Then we give them a little bit extra time at the end of the run to do their 1 double up. We just want to give them a minute, not even a minute, just a little bit of time to grab their breath. Whoa! Whoa! 250 points for Mate Chesak, 5 points in front of Libor Podmol. I didn't expect that. But with that front flip though, that front flip was enough, I would imagine, as the double up to make that count. Wow. We have one more rider left, and it's Mark Pignol. And Mark now has to put together his best run pretty much to get through to the final, because with Libor had an awesome run. Mate Chesak, really, really good run. Now it's Mark Pignol. Right now, Libor and Mate are in the final, depending on what Pignol does with this run. From Catalan, from Lleida, riding for Team Lleidis. Now, one of the riders who I spoke about, Libor, was kind of that rider that you never knew what to expect. Mark Pignol is the newer generation of that same mentality. You never know what you're going to get from Pignol, and that's why it's so exciting to watch. Here we go. Nice! Whipped out 9 o'clock. And one of the nicest guys to boot, always helping out. Andrea Lekondagi, he's riding tonight, and he was training with Pignol just the other day. Whoa! Next gen, that was a triple Indy backflip. 3 Indies. Is that right, or did I just like have a bit of a seizure halfway through? It looked like he just did 3 Indies. Oh, that is how much time there is on that next gen ramp. Whoa. Started out super flip. That thing went straight into a KOD. He held it from the start. Feet together. I thought it was just going to stay Superman, but hang on. Heading towards that front flip ramp. Pignol! Whoa! Holding on to that bucking Bronco. A tiny bit short, but he held on to it. He's still got 15 seconds on the clock. Massive rock solid there, or bar solid. Is he just checking to see if everything's together? Oh, it looks like the side plate's come undone. Does he need the side plate for the final jump? Luckily, that was on the final jump of his run. He just had the time there to look at it and see if he's happy. I think he is, because now he's going to go for the double up. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. This is the surfer takeoff, standing on the seat into the next gen ramp. Tsunami backflip, landing it near on perfectly. That is why I said Pignol is one of those riders you never know what to expect out of him. Is that going to be enough to get to the final? Wow. I love the fact that you could kind of tell he knew something was up before the final jump. He still did that trick, stopped and checked out what was happening with his bike. To go through and do it, that is unbelievable. Wow, he almost ejected after landing that front flip. You are absolutely right. This is the surfer takeoff tsunami backflip on the next gen ramp. Only one other rider has done that trick, and that is Javier Villegas from Chile. So only 2 riders doing this particular trick. Surfer Next Gen is wild. You are absolutely right. The run he put together before that. This is the Indy to Indy to Indy. 3 Indies in that backflip. Cordova flip on the return. Probably still thinking about that next gen ramp. And that is a massive KOD flip. Holding it from the start. This is the front flip. He came a little bit short and nearly got thrown over, but he managed to hold on to it. That big airbag did everything right for him, bar solid. He didn't get the bounce that you may see in other places. Good to see Mark Pignol hold that one together with a score of 257 points. So that means Mark Pignol and Mate Chesak will go through to the top 4 final. Let me write down some points here. Wow, that is so close. Only 12 points separating Libor, Mate, and Mark Pignol. This is why I said at the start of the show, tonight I feel like is going to be harder judging than what we saw in Zurich, and Zurich was tough. But tonight, I feel like the level, every rider is so different. You've just seen that in the runs from these 4 riders. But everybody is riding on such a high level that this is going to be so tough to judge. But there you go. Congratulations to Mark Pignol and Mate Chesak making their way through to the top 4 final. We will see Libor Podmol again. He'll be riding in the synchro competition with Pepper Aaron, another Czech rider. And I believe Mikołaj Temka will be back right now. Wow, it is right now because it is time for the best whip competition. And I really enjoy Mark's styles on his big KOD flips. Absolutely right, man. I'm with you on that. He held it from the very start until the end. So this is now the best whip competition. 6 riders will be broken down into 4, down to 2. First rider there, Andrea Lekondegi. That looks like, is that Leo Feeney? Mikaway Temka, Luke Ackerman. Davide Rossi there on the YZ250. We'll see him very shortly. Mikaway. Looked like he was trying to go turn up on that one. And Mate Chesak getting underneath it. Leo Feeney. He ordered some pancakes at the hotel catering. Andrea Lekondegi, he was going turn up. Actually, that was quite good. I like that. Good to see a couple of guys looking for the turn up instead of only the turn down or that flat upside down racer whip like we see there from Mate Chesak. Now you and I have only just seen what the cameras have shown us, but those 6 riders were riding in a train. 4 jumps each for those riders, and the judges will have to choose who goes through to the next round. 2 riders will be eliminated. Will it be Luke Ackerman, who made it to the final? I remember Javier Villegas being the first one to bring a surfer takeoff to KOD flip. It was in like 2013 or so. You are absolutely right. Maybe on the year, I'm not sure. You're gonna have to ask John Matthews about that one. But I'd say that turn down from Davide Rossi, I think that may be enough for him to go through at least to the semi-final. 2 riders will be eliminated. I'm not sure who it's going to be. Oh, it looks like Mikaway Temka and Leo Feeney have actually been eliminated. Leo Feeney had a pretty good whip there, I thought. But, hey, against Luke Ackerman, Mate Chesak, Andrea Lekondegi, and Davide Rossi. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. I think that was the right choice from the judges. This is going to be tough. Mate Chesak, he's won all 3 best whips this year. It's almost safe to say he'll be there. Andreu, this is his first time at Night of the Jumps. His first competition right now, technically, is the best whip comp. That's a nice whip. Luke getting under it. And Davide Rossi going turn down on that one, while Mate just whipping it, looking back at the ramp he just came from. Turn up, Lekondegi. Turn down from Davide. And there we go. We've got Luke Ackerman there in the view. Let's see if he will make it through to the final, like we saw in Zurich. Andreu now, I think they have one more jump, and then that'll be it. The judges will have to choose who will be the final 2, and it will be a crowd decision. That's the hard part. You have to convince the crowd next if you are going to go through and win the best whip competition tonight here in Berlin. This is going to be tough. All right, that is Davide Rossi right there on that Riot Riders YZ250. Luke Ackerman looking good. Ooh, I'm going to say, when I look at these whips, I'm kind of feeling like Davide Rossi's in front of Luke. I could be wrong. I'm so glad no one rides Stark Varg here. Oh, shots have been fired. Wow. Yeah, this is 2-stroke and 4-stroke only tonight here in Berlin. Andreu there, that's a turn up. I'm calling that, because there are turn ups where you're like trying and it doesn't really work. And by the way, how you doing, buddy? Good to see. We got John. Oh, Andreu has been eliminated. All right, who's in? So if Andreu's out and Luke's out, Davide Rossi has made it into the final up against Mate Chesak. All right, cool to see the Davide Rossi. That was a nice little surprise. I love surprises. Here we go. Davide Rossi up against Mate Chesak. I like that. Nice turn down. I'm digging the tunes as well. In the background, we've got our DJ back, DJ Zurin, back here in Berlin. I'm listening to the music as it's happening. I hope you guys can hear it at home because I'm getting pretty damn pumped up right now, just as these riders are. With that turn down there from Davide Rossi. Matej Cezak, you might remember, it was in Berlin this time last year where his KTM 300 exploded in the best whip competition. He has now gone back to a KTM 250. No more 300 kits on that bike. He's like, I'm just going to stick with the stock 250. Thank you very much. It exploded as he was at the peak of a whip. Came down and tested out our big airbags for the very first time. We had 4 crashes in Berlin last year. It was wild. Mark Pignol, Philip Podmol, Matej Cezak, and Luke Ackerman. This year, I don't want to see any more crashes. We're done with that. But last year, I'm so glad that they all got away. Lekondagi for the win. Nice style. Good turn. What is it? Turn ups. Good whips. Unfortunately, didn't make it through. I was a little bit surprised. Only because I saw that turn up, and not many guys actually can get a turn up. It's definitely a completely different technique to that whip. But this is the turn down. That's what you're seeing from Davide Rossi. That's well past 90 degrees. Is Michael Malera still actively competing? Looks like he's not in this round of Night of the Jumps. Yes, he is still actively competing. No, he is not here tonight. We will see Michael Malera at the final round of competition in Hanover, in Germany, November 9. So if you're in Germany, if you're in Europe, make sure to get to the final round of Night of the Jumps for the season. If not, join us again here on Brinks.tv or Night of the Jumps YouTube channel. Malero will be back, and he may bring something special for the final round. Unfortunately, we haven't seen Michael for a couple of events, but he may come to the final event with something new. Not going to give it away just yet. Let's see what happens. We've got a month. We've got a month of mystery until we get there. All right, so it looks to me like we have a 4th win. The crowd has decided that Matej Cezak is the winner for Best Whip tonight here in Berlin. Very much deserved. He is on point with all of those whips. I don't know if one is bigger or smaller than the other. They all seem to be pretty much exactly the same. He is just so on point with that upside down, inside out, looking back at the ramp whip to take his 4th trophy in Best Whip at Night of the Jumps in 2024. And we will see him back very soon, and he may even compete for this Brinks Cup. Right, let's have a little bit of a chat about the Brinks Cup. What exactly is it? This is a competition open to every single rider who has ridden from Zurich until the final event in Hanover. Maybe a good time for Michael Malero to return. This is the Brinks Cup. It is the best trick competition in freestyle motocross. So at any event, you can bring your best trick. Only one winner. There'll be one winner crowned for all 4 events. That'll be in Hanover. Right now on the leaderboard, Luke Ackerman, his 360 in Zurich was enough to be the leading best trick. In second, Mark Pignol with that surfer takeoff to tsunami backflip. We just saw another one tonight already on the next gen. I'd probably say the one in Zurich was better. And Leo Feeney is sitting currently in third with the Road Dover backflip. A backflip combo so tech, only a handful of guys have ever done it. And I believe it was the first one he did in qualification. That is the one that got him at least onto the leaderboard in this Brinks Cup. So it is only for best trick. Maybe tonight, during this competition, it could be in qualification. It could be in the final. If one rider comes out with their one best trick, the judges are watching, and we will update this list every event. So it could be that Andrea Lekondagi comes with something brand new right now, lands it, and even if he doesn't come back for the rest of the year, if it is the best trick, by the time we get to the end of the night in Hanover on the sixth round of competition, if nobody beats it, Andrea could be the winner of the Brinks Cup. He's going to take home all the prize money. He gets it. One rider takes it all. So here we go. The first ever freestyle motocross competition international comp for Andrea Lekondagi starts out with a 9 o'clock. Looked like he didn't get as much whip on that one as he might have expected. In training, it was looking so big. But something tells me he might be having a little bit of nerves. This is his first ever FMX comp. Just remember that. Indy backflip on the next gen. Not that many riders jumping the next gen ramp, and here we go. We've got a mountain bike rider rolling in and just getting the job done. This is what I love to see. This guy has more energy than a hyperactive squirrel. Nice holy grab, just grabbing onto the seat there at the back. He's got more energy than a hyperactive squirrel on a double espresso, this man right here, looking at the next gen. Flip levers up. KOD looking through. Not a bad run so far, and we will see him again in the mountain bike best trick competition. That is wild. Nice whip, trying to show the judges that whip, and why didn't he get through to the final? One more jump. Here we go. What is it? Is it on the next gen? It is. 360 on the next gen, and he landed it perfectly. There is only a few riders in the world who have done that. It wasn't the flattest 360 I've seen, but he definitely had the momentum, the movement, looking over that shoulder. For his first ever comp in FMX, the nerves to throw out that trick. He only just landed 5 days ago. And now, with a front flip, he just no! He took the crash, but he's okay. He managed to get out of that one. A-okay. He only just landed his first front flip a couple of days ago. He did one in training. Looked good. This one was actually looking pretty good. He just started to over-rotate it, but he managed to get away from that quite well. Didn't get the whip on that 9 o'clock. You could see he was stretching out, and it made it a lot harder, actually, I think, to get back on the bike. If the bike was whipped, it actually would have been easier for him to get back on. Nice holy grab into a double heart. Only just grabbing on as well at the back of that seat. Nice KOD backflip. I'm glad he's okay. Me too, buddy. Nice whip in the middle of his run. That was a good whip. And there's the 360. He told me he loves doing 360s on the mountain bike. He would prefer a 360 on the mountain bike over a backflip. So when he started doing freestyle motocross, he almost found it difficult to do backflip combos because he was so used to the 3.0s. Now he's got a 360 on a next gen. Who's done that before? Sheeny? Bilko? Probably Tom Pages? I'm not sure who else. Ackerman must be crazy strong to be able to do those huge 360s, double flips, and he handles that bike like it was a bicycle. Absolutely right. Yeah, I can't think of too many other riders who have done a 360 on the next gen ramp yet. So Andrea Lekondagi, I'm going to say within a handful of riders right now doing that particular trick here at Night of the Jumps. There we go. Next rider up now from Italy. One of the more picture-perfect riders you're ever going to see. This is Leo Feeney. Nice KOD. When I watch Leo, I start to think of guys like Levi Sherwood, Adam Jones. Nice heart Indy backflip. He has been working on his style and the big tricks over the last couple of years. He has improved so much. Rode over backflip. That is that combo I was talking about before. Right now, sitting in third position on the Brinks Cup with that trick. Only guys like Pat Bowden have done that. Maybe Javier Villegas again. Oh, he is not happy. It is not often you see a mistake from Leo Feeney. I just jinxed him by saying he's one of the more picture-perfect guys. Like that, rock solid. Absolutely perfect. Double heart, letting go of everything. Flip lever's back up now. Heel clicker, KOD backflip. He's still got enough time to squeeze in another jump or two. Maybe one more jump to try and eliminate that bad score. Only 6 jumps are counted. That's the cliffhanger flip to one-hand lander. That's the trick that he was looking for before that he made the mistake on. Did he completely erase the mistake out of the judges' minds? Well, he would get the points for the trick. Of course, for style or technical deductions, the judges may penalise him a bit. Definitely for doing a dead sailor. But now it's time for the double up. What will it be? Huge ruler flip. That is maybe the biggest ruler flip I've seen from Leo Feeney. Wow, that was huge. That was one of the flip combos that Leo's always done quite well, but if he looked through would just make it so much bigger, and I feel like he just looked through and just stamped that one out. Let's check this out in the slow motion replay. Look through ruler flip, getting just that extra extension on it. You can see the bike rotated more by him getting the look through. In the past, he's kind of looked up, looking a little bit more towards the fender. Oh, it wasn't just the KOD. It looked like he was going a little bit Mike Mace twisty. A little bit. Heart attack Indy flip. That was nice. This is the road over. Reaching back for the seat grab, doing a chord over, just like the road over upright in a backflip. That was the cliffhanger backflip that he missed. That is the one trick that could cost him a top 4 start. Huge rock solid. Loving the old school tricks, mixing them in on the backflips. Heel click at a super flip. Let's go, Leo. And this was the final. That was the cliffhanger backflip to try and forget the mistake that he had in the middle of his run. Will it be enough? Did he erase enough with that cliffhanger flip at the end to negate the one mistake? Only 6 jumps are counted, plus the double up. He got one extra trick. Man, this is going to be even tougher for the judges. And again, I'm glad I'm not judging right now. I just get to talk. 250 points to Leo Feeney. So if we look at that, that's the same points as Mate Chesak. And Mate Chesak is in the final. Unfortunately for Leo, he's still got David Rossi and Luke Ackerman coming up. So this is going to be very tough for him to watch. He's got David Rossi. This is his compatriot, his riding buddy. But they are competing right now for that top 2 final. And actually, in the last event in Zurich, Leo said to me, he's like, I love Davida, he's one of my best friends. But when that helmet goes on, I want to win. Well, I wonder if Davida has that same feeling right now, knowing that he saw Leo with that mistake. Does that put more pressure on Davida? Or does it just let it off a little bit? Does he take the foot off the pedal? I can't imagine he will, because that's when you start to actually lose focus a little bit. But here we go. First jump from Davida on the next gen ramp. He jumped that ramp this morning for the very first time. No training. He's never jumped that ramp before, and he rolled in, and he got a speed check, and he went for a nice KOD backflip. And now, if we want to start looking at apples for apples, no look through on that ruler flip. Didn't look through, but the heel clicker to Indy backflip was better. That was with a click, or if it wasn't a click, it was a hell of a lot closer than Leo. And throwing in the Indy. Seat grab Indy backflip. Now again, if we want to compare, I'm going to say Leo had a better seat grab Indy backflip. It was more like a heart Indy. Oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, rock solid Indy. I love these guys that are putting the comparisons out there. Leo, massive rock solid, straight up and down. Davide Rossi, he went rock solid, but he Indied it. Cliffhanger backflip. Oh, no. And there's still 19 seconds on the clock. Davide Rossi, he doesn't even need this trick, but he's going to go for it. Double knack there. Still, he could get another jump if he wants. Easily. But he's decided that was enough. He's going to get ready for the double up. I think this now comes down to the double up. This would have to be so close between Davide, between Leo. What does Davide throw down on this double up? Will it be enough for him to go through and guarantee at least the spot in the top 4 final? Front flip, and he landed it absolutely perfectly. Davide Rossi. Wow. If Leo didn't have that mistake, I really wouldn't want to be a judge right now. But I feel like that may be enough. I don't know. Because we've already seen from the judging 245, 250, and 257. The points were so close in the first group. The points will probably be pretty close in this second group. But that front flip there from Davide Rossi, landing it near on perfect, starting out with the dead body over the next gen ramp. Nice KOD backflip, heel click at Indy flip. We're in double time right now. Seat grab Indy backflip. Rock solid Indy. And a cliffhanger backflip. Now we're going to slow it down. Nice. We slowed it down on the final jump, the double knack. Thank you very much. I do love having a team like that behind me. We went to go slow motion, and I guess they hit the 2 times. It's like when I'm listening to a voice message from Squibby and I just have to put it on double time. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. There we go. That was really good. Let's go, Davide. Love the Italian style and technical riding. Lucky Davide doing cheetah front flips. That's the biggest thing for these. I'm guessing you mean the biggest trick for these. Whatever it is, I think you're right. I think that front flip for Davide, I think that will be the one that gets him through at least to the final. Leo, at least right now, Leo and Davide are probably in the final, but there's one more rider. It is the toughest rider on the course. He has won everything so far this year. Luke Ackerman is coming up. 258 points. Only 8 points separating Leo and Davide. And unfortunately for Leo, he's going to be driving home with the what ifs. What if he didn't make a mistake on that cliffhanger backflip? Would that guarantee him a spot in this top 4 final and possibly a podium here in Berlin? Well, qualification's not over. We still got Red Bull Specs, Luke Ackerman right now about to roll out the final rider in the qualification groups. What more do you have to say? He is the FMX Terminator. He's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He throws that bike around like it's a bicycle, as somebody said just before in the chat, when he's doing a 360. There are not many riders who can do what Luke Ackerman does. He manhandles that bike. He is in charge. He tells that KTM 450 where the hell it's going to go, where it's going to end up. And for his qualification run, so far this year, we have not seen him hold back at all. And tonight, with Leo so good, David Rossi riding so good, he cannot go easy just thinking that he can cruise on into the final. He will have to bring his A game and land everything. Now just warming up, this local German crowd, the only German FMX rider here tonight, starting out on the front flip ramp. Hang on! That is a dangerous way to start your run. He's only done best whip, and then he goes straight into a ramp that you can't even, whoa! Whoa! That holy grab, he nearly just kept flying. He nearly needed those wings from his Red Bull. I didn't think he was going to grab back on. Seat grab backflip. Oh, Lukey Ackerman. Man, calm down, buddy. You still got to get through a big night of competition here. 360. What a way to calm down, hey? Doing one of the best 360s. Flat as a tack. Looking back at the ramp. Getting the crowd pumped up. Flip levers up. Huge ruler flip. They don't come much bigger than that, especially on the regular ramp. With as little time as possible, getting those feet back on the foot pegs. Heel click at a KOD backflip. I don't think anybody does that trick bigger as well. The heel click is pretty good. The KOD is even better. And an absolute flat out visor on the petrol cap Superman as his +1. He didn't need that one. He just did that one for fun. What a run. We've seen the 360. We've seen the front flip. Massive ruler flip. He's got the double up. And he's not in the berm. So you guys know what he's doing. This is the double back flip. Landing it absolutely perfectly. Luke Ackerman. Well, it's only a formality now, but I think we can safely assume that Luke will be in the final. So that means we'll have a final with Luke Ackerman, David Rossi, Mark Pignol, and Mate Chesak. Did you guys think that was going to be our top 4 final tonight here in Berlin? Again, it's only a formality, and barring an absolute monumental mistake or the judges getting beer sprayed in their eye and they missed it, Luke Ackerman will be in the final with that double backflip. Absolutely perfect. That one there is off the super kicker, and watch him as he greases the landing just a little bit. Maybe he landed a little bit over the front. That's why he got that little bit of a tiny bounce, but it wasn't bad. Front flip, perfect. Double backflip was perfect. This is the holy grab. There was only a tiny little bit of seat grab there that he managed to get. Otherwise, he nearly threw that KTM 450 away with a seat grab backflip. Everything looking perfect. Look at this 360. Nobody does it better or with more confidence, I think, than Luke Ackerman. Even Bilko, the master of the 360, said it. Well, it wasn't a perfect heel clicker on that one, but the KOD was good. And look at that, rubbing that fender, his visor on the seat on that Superman. How low can you go? That's like a new version of, what is it? Limbo? Yeah, it's a new version of Limbo. How low can you go? How low can you get your head on a Superman? And that's what Luke Ackerman just won. It looks like there was a visor touch. We'll check that out later. Maybe we can get a bit of slow motion. I'll just knock on the door back there and see if he touched it. Luke's tsunami flips just hit different, man. You're absolutely right. I think 275 points. That is nearly a perfect score. 300 would be a perfect score. That is the highest by far. This is a real 360, absolutely right. I think with the tsunami or ruler flip, I'm probably going to have to say it's either Sheeny, Luke, or Levi. Those are the three biggest I've ever seen. You can argue with me on that, and you'd probably be right. Maybe there's somebody else. But I feel like those three guys, nobody has done that trick bigger. On 360s, I don't think many guys have ever done it bigger. Even the guys who do 360s say that. Such a smooth run. Absolutely right. Luke Ackerman, an absolute animal, and that was only qualification. That was only 6 jumps counted. He did 7. 6 are counted in the quali, but in the final it will be 8 jumps plus 1. He's going to add 2 more jumps, and he also likes to mix things up. There could be a couple of the same tricks, but I reckon we're going to see something new. So, this is the Group 2, the round out. Andreu Lukondagi, his first ever competition in freestyle motocross, 219 points. 250 to Leo Feeney. Davide Rossi, 258. And Luke Ackerman, 275. All right, was that Alejandro Bonifay opening up the mountain bike? This is the warm-up, guys. This is just the show. The best trick competition is coming very shortly, but that's where Leon Vinkerbank right there is just working on double flips as a warm-up. Matty Pekarek now rolling in on the scooter. Front flip, no hands. Starting out as Matty Pekarek's driver, that's Peter Kaska. He's now a regular in Night of the Jumps as a scooter rider in his own right. Mike Boom there, no-handed front flip on the mountain bike. Fronty there, it looks like that's Enzo de Jesus. All the way from Barcelona coming up with Alejandro Bonifay from La Poma Bike Park there in Barcelona. Whoa! Who was that? Was that Reto Heine? Is that the young gun from Switzerland? I think it was. He made his debut. Nice seat grab there from Jimmy Brandt. Reto Heine made his debut in Switzerland. Oh, hang on! Whoa! Andreu Lukondagi wearing his full moto gear, except for the shoes. He's taken off his boots, and now he's on the mountain bike to start up a little bit of warm-up. Nice cash roll there from Alejandro Bonifay. Lucas Huppert now with a corked out. Is that a 720? Leon Vinkerbank. Nice front flip. I love how he stalls those fronties. In training today, actually he didn't have very much training because he exploded that rear wheel. Matty Pekarek, 4003 tail whips on that one on the scooter. He just spins that thing so fast, I'm not even going to bother trying to count. Front flip with a hell of a lot of tail whips as well. Peter Kaska. So good to see him join here. Mike Boom now front flip. The local Berlin rider. All right, here we go. Looks to me in that all black on the double backflip. Reto Heine again. I love getting surprises when I come to Night of the Jumps. And to see that young guy turn up, Lucas Huppert, whoa, triple tail whip on the BMX. Jimmy Brandt landing that one, the young gun from Germany. Love to see these young guys throwing down 360 seat grab on the Commensal. The new Monster Energy rider there, Andrei Lekondagi. And he may have caused a little bit of upset because going from mountain bikes to freestyle motocross, the dude does everything. And here he is in competition at Night of the Jumps in not only freestyle motocross, not only best whip, but mountain bike best trick as well. That is Alejandro Bonifay. Lucas Huppert, double backing. At the last show, of course, we were in Zurich. That was his hometown event. And he came with another rider as well, Jerome Hollinger. Oh, Leon. Always good for a big show, the big man. Another local from Berlin. But he's been on the whole tour this year at Night of the Jumps. Now it's Matty Pekarek. Now, was that a cash roll on the scooter? I feel like it was. Peter Kaska now double backy, tightening up on that second rotation to make sure he got it all the way around. He managed to get it, he got it. Locked and loaded, and he landed it and rode away. Now on top of this 11-meter high, 33 feet up in the air, front flip. From Mike Böhm there. So 33 feet high on this roll-in. Unfortunately, Dan Miller, who built the roll-in here tonight, is not competing. Oh, backflip to front flip, Enzo. Nice. That's a good warm-up. Good to know that the airbag works. He got a perfect bounce fronty out of it. Now it's Reto Heine. Man, coming in. Whoa, double backflip with a bar spin in the middle. Even watching him come over the lip and rolling in so close to the edge would give me the heebie-jeebies. Jimmy Brandt there. Oh, nice one-hand grab. Love how he kind of threw the bike away and grabbed it, caught it, rather than like reaching back and getting it first. He kind of just threw the bike and just caught it mid-air. And the last rider up, the legend in mountain bike, Andrei Lekondagi, double backflip. To have this legend here tonight has been such a change in the mood from even the riders, FMX riders, BMX, mountain bike and scooter. Everybody was actually just so pumped to see Andrei here. The energy he brought was off tap to start with. The dude doesn't stop. But to know that he's about to throw down in two different sports is something to behold, with Alejandro Bonifay also talking about him as a legend there in that pit party interview we did at the start of the show. If you missed it, check it out a little bit later on. After the show, you'll be able to find those interviews that we did. Leon Binkerbank there throwing it all away. Cash roll, Matty Pekarek on the scooter. And Peter Kaska now double backy. Man, he was tightening that up. So front flip, bar spin, no hand. Mike Böhm throwing out the combos. And Enzo De Jesus, back flip, front flip in the one jump. Only possible on this big airbag. Reto Heine and Jimmy Brandt. Yeah, I dug that. The way he went for that one-hand grab, I was pretty pumped on that one. And Andreu Lekondagui with the double backy, landing it perfectly, riding away. That is only the warm-up for the mountain bike, BMX and scooter riders. Right now, we will go to a small break, but we're not going to go anywhere. I'll be pretty damn close. I hope you guys will be too. We will be back in about 25-30 minutes, but don't go anywhere. We're going to have some highlights from the show already tonight, and we've also got the 18-minute highlight from Zurich, the last round that we had only a month ago, round 3. So then you might be able to see exactly how things are going to pan out here tonight. 4th round, Berlin. Don't go too far away. Just grab yourself a drink, get some popcorn. We'll see you in about half an hour. See you soon.
It's built into every sport.
Unbelievable!
Doesn't matter if you're in an exotic location or under the glare of studio lights.
Holy smokes!
Sports are sports.
What?
And they all come jam-packed with adrenaline.
He's spinning out, and he hits the hay! He's got the seatbelt around the neck.
There's a reason it's called an adrenaline rush.
Oh my God!
And it's always rush hour on Brinks TV. The kingdom of awesomeness.
You gotta get into the groove.
Verleiht Flügel.
Herzlich willkommen bei Night of the Jumps in Zürich. Wir stehen hier vor dem Hallenstadion. Wir geben euch heute einen Einblick hinter die Kulissen. Ich bin die Annika, los geht's. Oh. So, hier geht's rein. Die Rampen stehen, die Leute sind dabei, das aufzubauen. Die Airbags müssen noch aufgeblasen werden, aber sonst schaut cool aus. Wir sind hier beim Riders Meeting angekommen. Hier spricht der Steve zu den Athleten und gibt ihnen die ganzen Informationen zum Wettkampf heute Abend. Also, stay tuned.
It's full send, world tour, all solo. That's the best part. So we've got 2 groups for quali, 4 riders in each group. Top 2 go through to the final. That's the freestyle motocross. The ramps we've got here, same pretty much like normal. All 8-meter radiuses. 1, 2, 3. 21.5 meters. Super kicker here, 14.5. Gen ramp is at 21.9. So for the sake of saying 22 meters, that's 72 feet.
The sport has now reached a level where we have a lot of standardized things. We have standardized ramps, we have airbags landing, so everything's a lot safer. But with that comes more pressure to throw down even bigger tricks and even more pressure on the athletes themselves. So I think just knowing yourself, knowing if you're really ready to do this trick, and from my perspective, making sure that everything's as safe as possible, but they also feel comfortable to take things to the next level, which helps our spectators to enjoy the show more as well.
Wir sind jetzt Backstage bei der Riders Lounge mit den ganzen Motocross-Bikes. Mega cool. Okay. Oh mein Gott!
Voll Pass.
How does it feel to return to Night of the Jumps for the second year of competition?
Amazing to be back here at Night of Jumps. I forgot how much we get the rockstar treatment here. From coming in, we got the catering, the mechanics. All the riders are so friendly, and they're really cool dudes. Like they're fun to hang out with, and the course is epic. Good to be indoors. I'm really happy to be back.
Ja, ich bin einfach unglaublich gern hier bei der Night of the Jumps und es ist wie meine zweite Familie. Ja, ich probiere hier immer alles zu geben, gerade da ich momentan Leader bin in der Championship und ich werde natürlich wieder heute einiges auspacken, um zu probieren zu gewinnen.
Hier geht jetzt dann das Training los. Wir schauen jetzt einfach mal herum und schauen, wie wir auf die Kamera kriegen.
Yeah.
Ich sitze gerade hier im Stadion und habe den Mark gefunden, ne?
Hello, how are you?
So Mark, tell me, after watching your competitors, are you gonna change something in your round? Like, are you gonna put in some more tricks or different tricks?
Not today, because I'm already. Oh, that's sick. I'm already coming with a full round. I really want to send it because today the level is super high.
Yeah.
So I think I will go for it from the beginning with everything I want.
Yeah, it was all good. Like the setup is perfect. Landings on point, ramps also. Next practice we try the next gen, so let's see how it works. I have a little bit pain in my back now, so I don't know. I hope it's gonna be okay, but we will do our best and let's go.
So we got the new next generation ramp. I'm so happy, so stoked to have that in the stadium. You go twice the height in the air, but the biggest challenge is now jumping the next generation ramp and coming around and jumping the standard ramps. It's challenging. I haven't actually ridden an event where I have to swap between the two, so I'm going to be really challenged a lot tonight.
I'm really looking forward on the next gen ramp, this huge ramp that we have here.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest tricks there are going to be like backflip double Indy. And then I want to do also the surfer takeoff. That is, I'm going to stand on the seat of the bike and I'm going to pull also a backflip and I want to do like a backflip tsunami.
Ich werde auf jeden Fall einen Double Backflip machen, das steht ganz fest. Das ist, ja, sage ich mal, mein Wahrzeichen und noch einige andere verrückte Sachen.
Alejandro, what are your impressions? What are you most looking forward when you come to the show every time?
So yeah, it's my third year and super stoked to be back after the summer break. I'm looking forward to have fun, you know. Every time I come here, I don't know, new tricks are happening and yeah, I love it. And also then to perform in front of the crowd is insane. Also riding with all my friends, I think that's the best part of it.
I've heard this year you also brought someone special. Can you tell us a bit more about Enzo?
So yeah, so this guy is Enzo. He was my filmer at the beginning. By the way, we know each other since like 10 years ago, and yeah, I don't know, like our paths came together, and now we're riding together here in the show, so it's gonna be the first time we perform together, so looking forward.
Feels super insane to be back on the bike, living all these experiences. I gotta appreciate him to help me to get these opportunities, you know, so thank you, brother, so much. And yeah, super stoked we're gonna be riding together. The main thing here, as he said, is enjoying the sport, you know, having fun. This is where everything comes from after this, so yeah.
What can we expect from you guys tonight?
It's my first time, of course, so there's a bit of nerves in the middle, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I have some combos that I wanna do, but to be honest, I prefer to just show it when we're there, you know, and not really create too much expectation.
Yeah, so we're excited to see what's coming.
As I said, every time I'm here, I'm having fun, and when I'm having fun on the bike, I perform better. So I know that it's going to be a good show, and you guys are going to like it.
Wir gehen jetzt den MTB Tower hoch. Hab schon viel davon gehört, war selber noch nie oben, aber wir checken das jetzt aus. Die Rider gehen da teilweise bis zu 30 Mal pro Competition hoch. Super schmale Stufen. Ja, es geht. Aber jetzt sind wir gleich oben. Zitter auch schon, wenn ihr das merkt, wie die Kamera wackelt. Okay. Don't look down, don't look up, don't look nowhere. Definitiv nichts für jemanden mit Höhenangst. Geht's ganz schön steil runter. Hello. Are you scared of going down there?
No, not too much.
Not too much?
Not too much. I think it will be okay. Yeah.
Alright.
What are you gonna do now?
Just do the first jump. So
First jump, just an easy jump.
yeah, let's see how it feels. Because the kicker is new one, brand new kicker. So let's feel how it feels.
Good luck.
Go!
Woo!
What? God damn it. I think we need to push. What? I'm gonna go fast.
I think that the transition on the running is too heavy, I think.
There's no transition from the flat to the kicker, so it's like hitting a wall, and that's not good. Should be like progressive till the flat, and yeah, let's see how we fix this.
Can you just tell us quickly what happened?
I have no clue what happened, but I went at the bottom of the ramp. It felt like the ramp disappeared, and I fell down a little bit. Then it started doing nose manual on the front wheel. It stopped. I don't know. It was disgusting.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah, I'm alright. I made it to the landing, but it's not possible for me to jump this at the moment. So, yeah. I thought it was gonna be okay, but that everyone is like, oh, it's not good. So I wanted to try myself, and it's not good.
It's not good. Okay, thank you so much.
All good.
This transition, it's too short, so I need to make it better. But yeah,
We have the man on the tools, so he's gonna fix it.
Sehr gut jetzt. Sehr schnell und gut. Macht Spaß.
Now I just hit it for the first time. Feels super good now.
Feels good.
Piece of ram, it's super smooth.
Ja, fühlt sich nice an. Ist halt noch dran gewöhnt ein bisschen und dann für die Show dann ready.
For the show done ready.
Ja.
So let's try some tricks now.
What's gonna be your next trick?
Now just 360, step by step.
Here you go. Good luck, Enzo. Hey! Whoa.
Best on course.
Jerome's name, right? Jerome.
So, ich bin hier mit dem Jerome.
Hallo.
Und dem Reto.
Hi.
So, euer erstes Mal bei Night of the Jump. Wie fühlt ihr euch? Seid ihr nervös? Seid ihr aufgeregt? Freut ihr euch?
Also am Anfang ging es noch und jetzt so langsam steigt die Spannung ein bisschen so. Und ich glaube, wenn dann alle Leute hier sind, dann bin ich schon ziemlich nervös.
Das Runterfahren geht eigentlich, das ist ganz normal, aber es kommt halt immer darauf an, welchen Trick man geplant hat. Je nachdem ist man schon ein bisschen kribbelig oben, aber dann geht man halt einfach und dann geht es von alleine. Das geht dann so schnell.
Wie habt ihr vor, dass ihr heute abliefert?
Ich habe im Training heute einen neuen Trick gelernt und den möchte ich dann gerne zeigen.
Ja, das Ziel ist sicher einfach Spaß haben und die Tricks, die man machen will, auch landen. Und dann passt das eigentlich schon.
Danke, Jungs. Bis später, viel Glück. Harry!
What's up?
What's up?
Night of Jump, Switzerland. About 5 minutes from showtime. Let's go.
Wir sind mitten am Track, es geht los, ein Fahrer nach dem anderen schießt aus dem Tunnel raus.
Das erste Mal, dass die beiden Jungs aus der Schweiz hier beim Night of the Jumps dabei sind und die haben mich wirklich alt aussehen lassen. Es ist unglaublich. Ich sag mal, die beiden Newcomer haben mit Abstand die besten Tricks gemacht. Double Flip Barspin, machen vielleicht 3 Leute auf der Welt. Das erste Mal bei Night of the Jumps, Double Flip Can, wahrscheinlich auch der erste bei Night of the Jumps. Ja, the riding talks for itself. Insane.
Ich habe, glaube noch nie sowas erlebt. Also vor so vielen Leuten Fahrrad gefahren und es ist einfach crazy. Es gibt so eine Energie und dann macht man halt einfach so Zeug, wo man sonst halt nie im Leben einfach so machen wird. Also vielen Dank an die Crowd, war insane.
Krass, also noch nie sowas erlebt. Wenn du reindroppst, klar, man hört es nicht, weil man in so einem Tunnelblick ist, aber man hört es dann irgendwie trotzdem, weil es so laut ist. Übelst krass.
Right now, this is the best win. Crowd decision.
Gratuliere, wie fühlst du dich?
Ja, es fühlt sich unglaublich an. Die nächste Runde mal wieder zum Glück gewonnen. Ich habe alles da draußen gegeben. Ich hoffe, man hat es gesehen und es fühlt sich einfach unglaublich an.
Sah mega aus, wirklich. Also gratuliere nochmal. Du hast es gerockt.
Dankeschön. Ja, ich werde auf jeden Fall wieder weiter trainieren und dann, denke ich mal, setzen wir in Berlin noch einen drauf. Also bleibt gespannt und wir sehen uns in Berlin. Bis dahin.
Hinter mir läuft gerade die Signing-Session und das Meet and Greet. Vielen Dank, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt zu unserem Vlog. Ich bin hyped, es war ein Tag voller Impressionen, voller Emotionen. Stay tuned, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Eure Annika.
it's built into every sport.
Unbelievable!
Doesn't matter if you're in an exotic location or under the glare of studio lights.
Holy smokes!
Sports are sports.
What?
And they all come jam-packed with adrenaline.
He's spinning out, and he hits the hay! He's got the seatbelt around the neck.
There's a reason it's called an adrenaline rush.
Oh my God!
And it's always rush hour on Brinks TV. The kingdom of awesomeness.
Red Bull verleiht Flügel.
Herzlich willkommen zurück, Berlin. Seid ihr noch wach? Geht's euch gut?
All right, welcome back. We're here for the second half of the show, and this is where things are about to get really interesting. If they weren't already interesting enough from the qualification in FMX, I am part of the judges' WhatsApp group. There was a lot of comments going on in there. I mean, it all looked roughly okay. I was just having a quick read through, didn't catch most of it, kind of got the drift. But the fact that the judges were... This is the reason why we have 3 judges, because there's always a different opinion, especially in freestyle motocross. Maybe some guys got through, maybe they didn't. It is what it is, but it's really interesting. I think the points were all very close. It was just interesting to see where things were going. So we're back. Second part of the show, the 4 riders in the top 4 will be Mark Pignol, Matej Cezak, Davide Rossi, and Luke Ackerman. But before we get to the top 4 final in freestyle motocross, that will be the last competition tonight. We're going to come out in just a few moments. With the synchro competition, we got Team Italy, the Italian Stallions, taking on Team Czechy Czech. The 2 riders from Czech Republic, this time will be Libor Podmol, joined with our reserve rider for tonight, Pepper Aaron. We haven't seen him yet tonight. We have a reserve rider at every event, just in case. But having Pepper here is like, hey, come on, man. Why not jump in on the synchro competition, join your buddy, Libor Podmol. How good is that as a young rider? You get to do a synchro comp with a legend, with a world champion in the sport that you love, Libor Podmol. So we'll have Pepper coming up very shortly. He was at Munich and Bremen. Unfortunately, in Zurich, he did suffer an injury in training, and he required the reserve rider. That's where we saw Ronnie Schoeman make his debut at Night of the Jumps as a reserve rider. This time, he took that place, but he's got a spot. There is at least the competition for Pepper to compete in. And unfortunately for Pepper, this is not going to be an easy competition for him and Libor Podmol, because they are up against Leo Feeney on that Fantic and Davide Rossi on the YZ Yamaha. Both on the 252 strokes. At the top of the show, I've said it probably a fair few times already, they live only 20 minutes from each other. They train all the time. And as we saw in their competition runs, while their tricks were not the same, they were definitely in the same kind of area, just different variations. Davide Rossi, he did enough to get through. Unfortunately for Leo Feeney, he had that one mistake on the cliffhanger flip, but in this synchro comp, they can't afford to make a mistake against Libor Podmol and Pepper Aaron. They're going to start on the train. Double knack, 9 o'clock, whatever you want to call it. Let's call Davide Rossi's a double knack and Leo Feeney's the 9 o'clock, and that'd probably be about right. Now it's the synchro return. 2 Euro ramps side by side. Rock solids. That was a rock solid side by side effort from these 2 guys. Maybe now that Davide Rossi has added a little bit of safety deck to his training compound. Caught over backflip, caught over flip. Ooh, this is going to be tough for Libor and Pepper to battle against these 2, because this is already looking good. Synchro on the turn. Oh, looks like Davide Rossi got a little bit faster. Indy flip. But I would say the trick level is higher. The technique looked the same. Fraction out of time, but I'm not really going to complain about that at all. That was a good synchro run from the Italian Stallions here in Berlin. All right, here we go. Slow-mo replay. We started out with the train. This is the double knack from Davide Rossi. 9 o'clock from Leo, looking out towards the crowd there as well. On the return, perfect, rock solid. Reaching back for that double grab, throwing the hands off and holding it as long as possible. Caught over, backflips in the train on the way back. And finishing, this was the Indy backflip, side by side. Oh, if Leo Feeney, if that Fantic was just a tiny bit faster and he caught up to Davida, that would have been the perfect synchro run. But now, we've got Libor Podmol and Pepper Aaron. First time for Pepper Aaron out tonight in competition. This is a tough one. He has waited all day to get to this comp since the training session. He's been off the bike for about 8 hours, nearly 10 hours. So he has to turn it on. And probably a good idea actually to start as a train with a tsunami and a tsunami. This is actually quite tough for the youngster to go straight into it. The flip levers are up. Libor just checking out what the speed will be. Double can backflips. Libor getting a little bit too excited. Coming about a bit fast out of the gate. All right, on the train return. Heart attack and heart attack. Pepper looking good for a guy who'd be feeling pretty cool right now. Hopefully he was out there warming that YZ250 up outside the arena where it is pretty damn cold. I've got to admit, this is looking better for timing. Indy backflip. All right, they tightened it up. What will the judges say about Libor and Pepper, the Checky Checks versus the Italian Stallions? Will we go for another round again, or will we get a decision immediately from the judges? But before we do that, let's look at the slow-mo replay. Nice tsunami. Actually, it looked like Pepper got a nice one popping out of that 8-meter Euro ramp on the backside. Double can flips, side by side. Libor just a bike length in front, unfortunately, on that one, but not bad. Heart attacks on the return jump in the train, and finishing it with the Indy flips with the two World of Freestyle riders there on those YZ250s. All right, looks like we're going to give the Italian Stallions one more shot at this. Will they up the ante with this second run? And again, the tunes from DJ Zurin. This is getting me pumped up. Feels like I'm watching an early 2000s moto vid right now. We got the punk rock out here. Leo, Davida, rock solid again. All right, they're sticking to the old playbook on that trick. I would have almost loved to have seen a rock solid Indy and the like double heart rock solid. The two variations side by side. Heel clicker flip to Indy flip. Oh, I missed. Did Davida get the Indy as well? So they have stepped it up in this second run. Looking for another win. They took their first synchro win in Zurich. KOD flips. Wow. This is going to be tough for the Checky Checks to win. Unfortunately for Leo Feeney, he will not go through to the final tonight, but riding with his buddy there, Davida Rossi. Nice double knack and 9 o'clock side by side. Davida and Leo brothers from another mother, so stylish. Rock solids there, perfect. Philip Podmol. Now I finally get to see the names of who's been commenting. Heel clicker, Indy flip. Oh, Leo Feeney just missing the heel clicker on that Indy flip. Davida will probably pick him on that on the drive home back to Tuscany tomorrow that he missed it. Let's go Checky Check boys. Philip Podmol. Sorry, Philip. And sorry to everybody. I didn't have names on the comments for the first half. Now I get to see who is actually commenting here, and you're not just trolling me. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. Libor Podmol, Pepper Aaron. Double hard, and unfortunately for Philip, now that I know that is him commenting here with us in the live stream, We did see Philip and Libor ride together in Bremen in the synchro comp. Now it's his buddy Pepper. Aaron caught over flips side by side. Nice one from Pepper. That might be the best caught over flip I've seen from Pepper. So good to see these youngsters like Pepper and Mickaway getting better and better every time we see them here at Night of the Jumps. Both riders starting out as reserve riders. Now they are basically here on their own right. One Hand Indies on the return. You can see the flip levers coming up. Reaching down for the steering stabilizer. The dampener. So I imagine we're going to get at least a KOD or an Indy flip or something like that. KOD side by side perfectly. Whoa. Actually, this is going to be tough. This is actually going to be really tough for the judges. I'm not sure who's going to win this. I thought it was almost going to be a double heart there from Libor and from Pepper. The Cordova flips near on perfect. Janko Lach. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm guessing that's Czech. Navetsi Bortsi Toto? Did I get that right? I just butchered Czech, I am sure. And the KOD flips, the tsunami flips, the ruler flips, side by side. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Tonight has probably been the hardest event so far to judge all season, even this synchro comp. This is going to come down to the wire. I feel like I know who might win this, but I could be wrong. Here we go, Andy Brevy. He's about to call it. What have the judges said? Leo Feeney and Davide Rossi. I think they've got the win. Unless he's just trying to pump the crowd up. No, it looks like they've got the win. There we go. The Italian Stallions, 2 shows in a row. That was like that video I've seen of 2 kids on the start line trying to give each other fist bumps and they just couldn't work it out. Davide Rossi and Libor Potmol. Can someone please find that video and throw it in as a meme? That would be great. I love a little bit of that sort of stuff at the end of an event. So there we go. The Italian Stallions, they're back. 2 wins from 2 events in the synchro comp. And I think you can agree with me, that is very thoroughly deserved from those 2 guys. They were pretty much perfect for both rounds of competition. The tricks were high level. There were big combos in there, and they were the same every time. The hardest part in a synchro comp is just trying to find a buddy who does the same tricks as you. That is the hardest part. Leo there. And Davide. I'm sure both of them are just checking to see if that's real Italian Prosecco maybe. Or if we've got the real champagne. There we go. Well, actually, Leo doesn't have any more riding to do for the night. Oh, no. No, he'll be back. We've got a couple more jumps for Leo at the end of the night, so glad he didn't take a big swig of that one. And there we go. Another trophy for the 2 Italian Stallions there. Very thoroughly deserved, I think. And actually, it's kind of cool. We've got Leo on that Fantic 250XX, kind of that little bit of an upgraded version of a Yamaha YZ250. Just got a couple of extra bonus parts, and I guess they bumped the price up. I guess that's how it works with Fantic. I haven't really looked into it that much, but that's roughly what I understand. So, Luke Ackerman, number 1. We haven't got there. We haven't got there yet. We've still got the top 4 final. But right now, Luke Ackerman is sitting currently in first position. He has won all 3 events, so he's got 60 points. As much as you can possibly get right now. Will he extend his lead tonight here in Berlin with his 4th win of the season? It's possible. Now, actually, I wonder, Have we had an undefeated season before at Night of the Jumps? My memory's not good. Maybe John Matthews, if you're watching, maybe you know that. He seems to have pretty much every single stat, every trick that's ever been done. Maybe John, can you double check? Maybe David Ronaldo. He's also bloody good. He knows exactly what's happened. Have we had an undefeated season before for any rider at Night of the Jumps? If not, it could be Luke Ackermans, but he still has to get through tonight. Still got technically three more finals to do before the end of the season. Tonight, we'll be back in Cologne, October 26th. So if you're anywhere near Cologne, Germany, hell, even Europe, make your way to Cologne, October 26th for the 5th round of Night of the Jumps. And the 6th and final round will be in Hanover, Germany, November 9. So we've got a little bit more freestyle motocross, BMX mountain bike scooter, and trampoline action coming up for 2024. I've already seen we've got a couple of dates already for 2025. They are not fully confirmed to put out there to the public, but I have seen we've got a lot more events coming up next year. So first event up that is definitely already out is Munich. So anybody down there in Bavaria, the tickets for Munich will be on sale. My memory is a little bit hazy. I think it's around the 25th of April next year, something like that. It's in April next year. So if you're in Bavaria, if you're in Munich, get your tickets now. They are still the early bird prices, I believe, and we will see you there. But right now, we've got, well, this looks to me like we've got Milko Abrahams from the Netherlands as a bit of a warm-up with Luke Swinkels, also from the Netherlands. We've got Nicholas Dintler as well. And these guys are from Eurotramp and the Freestyle Trampoline Association. Man, he's getting pretty damn close to that edge.
Klar kennt ihr von unseren Österreichern, was ihr seht. Sachertorte ist auch gut für die Figur und fürs Trampolin. Mal Applaus hier für die Synchro-Session der Trampolin Guys. Ja, und wir befinden uns genau jetzt im Synchro-Battle.
All right, so Luke Swinkels there, Milko Abrahams. Just getting a little bit of Tommy Clow's inspiration and a Superman with that catwalk into a Superman. Man, these guys could do well for a synchro comp. I think the Checky Checks and the Italian Stallions could probably learn a thing or two from these guys. The funny part is, every single rider, as soon as they arrived here, were pumped to just get onto this trampoline. I even had a quick go myself before my ankle started to kill. I haven't jumped on a trampoline in years and years and years, and I remembered why. But with Abraham Ziegler there and Nicholas Dintler, the German and the Austrian. Actually, no, they're both German, sorry. Although Nicholas is living down there in Salzburg. So we've got the Dutchies and the Deutschies. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a competition out of these guys, I'd imagine. Far out. I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're doing in these spins, but it looks good to me. I don't know any trick names, but man, they are twisting. Now it's time for the Germans, the Deutschies. I knew I was going to get myself tongue-tied going like that. Oh. Nice. Oh, they've got a little bit out of sync there. Face first, couple of face splats. But he's looking for a little bit of that hometown love. Niklas Dintler. All right. Now you know things are about to start getting a bit hectic when, even though they're on a trampoline there from Eurotramp, that they've got to bring out a foam pad. I would have thought the tramp would have been enough. It's a bit springy, they could probably handle it, but the foam pad has been pulled out. Oh! Looked like he didn't need it, but I think Milko was just kind of thrown in like, come on man, just stop. We've got to get like at least the 5 spin out of this one, just like we saw in Zurich from the world champion Robin Steiner. Will we see 5 tonight here in Berlin? I might be calling that one way too early. They'll probably be most upset with me. Milko there, pumping it up. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on to it, big man. Right, that was Abraham Ziegler. Getting pumped up now. I think Luke may be the man from the Netherlands who has all the spins up his sleeve, but right now it's Milko. Now the weird thing I found jumping on this specific trampoline, I've never actually done this before compared to my old one back home in Australia. The difference I found, like, it felt like I wasn't even trying and I was getting so much more height. The springs, I guess it's the material of the mat with the springs, it was just sending me so much higher than I expected and / wanted to go. It did make it easy, I've got to say that. But the impact coming back down, my ankles were not happy. Oh, I saw, is that a signal for 4? And in the background, speaking of all these spins, somersaults and twists, we have the sponsor here. If you are in Berlin, even if you want to fly into Berlin, you don't even want to see the city, which I recommend you should. It's one of the best cities I've ever been to. But in the background there, you can see that Hurricane Factory. That was 4 times onto his back. I feel like that could have been 5. It looked like he may have had enough time. So if you wanted to get that same feeling as these 4 guys here, the Dutchies and the Deutschies, if you want to fly in just near the airport, the Hurricane Factory, you can have this same feeling with the Indoor Skydiving Centre. We were there a couple of years ago. Luke Ackerman was in there getting his training in before Night of the Jumps. And I got to witness it myself. And next time I will be giving it a shot. So yeah, you can fly in from anywhere in the world, land, touchdown in the new Berlin airport. You could probably nearly walk there from the airport, jump in the indoor skydiving, have a crack, get back on the plane, go home. You'll be back before dinner time. All right, the shirt's off. This means business. All right, here we go. The hardest part. Oh! I'm gonna have to wait and count this one out, guys. I was just about to say the hardest part for me is once they're past about 2 flips, I can't count them anymore. So we're going to catch that, I hope, in the slow-mo. How many did we just get them? Was it 4 or did he manage to crack 5? That one was definitely on the feet though. I do like though when they're just like, you know what, we're going to step this up a notch. The shirt comes off, you're like, okay, now it's on. The boys are ready to get rip snort and ready to go. Who will be the winner? All right, for the Dutchies, Luke Swinkels, Milko Abrahams, and will the crowd give it to Nicholas Dindler and Abraham Ziegler? Whoa, that's tough. Yeah, I think they won. Did they win? No, they're still trying to call this out from the crowd. Oh yeah, no, that was an easy win. Even Milko could see that. He couldn't even milk it himself for an extra bit of a cheer from the crowd. I feel like that has to be a win to the local Germans. A little bit unfortunate for the Dutchies to try and win here on the home turf of the Germans. There we go, we got Max Henning and Andy Brevi in the middle. So good to see my colleagues down there taking care of this show tonight here in Berlin. And they will be back in Cologne and Hanover as well. So it looks like... Who took the win? They're about to walk. Can somebody put the video back on? Who's winning? Who's going over to get a trophy? Doesn't matter. Here we go. Final run. Matej Cezak, Mark Pignol, David Rossi and Luke Ackerman. We will find out shortly who won. It looks like the Dutchies are going pretty slow to jump on. Oh, there you go. They did get the win. Blew me away. I thought the Germans won that one. What would I know? What would I know? So there you go. So Milko Abrahams, Luke Swinkels took the win for the FTA Freestyle Trampoline Association win here with Eurotramp, picking themselves up a trophy here in Berlin. Well deserved. As I said, if you're going to look at the synchro part of these two guys, they were absolutely perfect. The technicality was so high, in sync. You cannot fault that. Just like Leo and Davida in the freestyle motocross, these boys were absolutely perfect on the trampoline. Now, we finish up with trampoline. We've already had synchro now in the second half. Things are about to get exciting. Oh, you guys can't see it, but I can. I can see what's coming up right now. We have 6 riders standing on top of the mountain bike tower. This will be the mountain bike, BMX and scooter best trick. We've got Alejandro Bonifay, Lucas Huppert, Reto Heine, the youngster, Matty Pekarek, and Andreu Lekondagi with Leon Binkerbank in this final. All right, Alejandro landing the first trick there. Actually, I was talking too much. Was that a twist or a cash roll? I missed what that was. Here we go, Lucas Huppert from Switzerland. There's the twister crash. So we're going to call that 0. That's 0 points, unfortunately, for Lucas, but he's got one or two more attempts. Let's see. I think it might be 2 more attempts, but I forget what the rules are. That's what Oh, hang on. Did Leon Binkerbank blow out another rear wheel on that BMX? He's now riding on the mountain bike perfectly with a cash roll. We've never seen Leon competing here at Night of the Jumps on anything other than a BMX. Did he destroy his BMX again? 2 times in one day, and he's just had to borrow somebody else's mountain bike. Reto Heine throwing away that double backflip with a bar spin in the middle. Got one backflip. Definitely couldn't even count the second. That wasn't even halfway there. He ejected out of the back of that thing, threw it away. And he took quite a nice fall there on that big airbag surface. But he's up, ready to go. Matty Pekarek, the only scooter rider in this best trick comp with the inward. Well, that was 2 inwards. Or is it a forward bri? I guess it's forward bri with a couple of those. And I know he will throw that in a flip coming up a little bit later on. That is his one trick that we have to look forward to. That's what he told me earlier on today. Alejandro tonight landing 2 tricks. Twister now from Lucas Huppert. Will it be enough for Lucas Huppert to take the win? Alejandro beat him. Nice front flip there from Leon on the mountain bike. So Alejandro won in Zurich on the home turf of Lucas Huppert. Can he exact revenge here in Berlin and get a win? Reto Heine now, the young Swiss rider, double flip. Whoa, that was an accidental double flip to front flip. Did he get the bar spin in? I missed that one in the clip, unfortunately. Now Andreu Lekondagi. 360 seat grab. Holding on to it a little bit short, but he held on to that one. For me, that's probably one of the most, I don't know, I just love that trick. Front flip, inward. Front flip with a front bri from Matty Pekarek on the scooter. There's something about watching Andreu Lekondagi's 360 seat grab and Josh Sheehan's 360 seat grab. I don't know what it is. I just love that trick. And to see him stomp it so perfectly on Alejandro Bonifay with the twister. I think he was looking for the twister to bounce front flip, but he just had a little bit too much speed and couldn't get the bounce. And unfortunately, it will be another Night of the Jumps where Alejandro has not landed that trick. He landed it once in training. No hand front flip from Leon Binkerbank. Alejandro landed the twister to bounce front flip once in training, but he has never landed it in competition. And I feel like that was what he was trying to do just then, but he just went a little bit too long. Reto Heine now. Get a couple extra pumps. That's the double backflip with the bar spin in the middle. The youngster, he made his debut only 1 month ago in Zurich as the young hometown kid, just coming with Lucas Huppert. Here he is in Berlin. Nice 360 seat grab again. It looks like he wanted to get that landing a little bit better. Unfortunately, just not getting the distance on that jump. You might be used to that Kawasaki 450 with a little bit extra speed. Whoa! Maggi throwing it away. Not bad for a guy who only did 4 jumps in training today. He was as sick as a dog. He was as white as a ghost when he came up to me halfway through training and said he was just going to go back to the hotel, get a sleep. Hopefully he can get through the night. And I would say he's done a damn good job, even if that last jump ended in a crash. At least he rolled away. That is fine. I'm so happy to see Matty Pekarek finished that one. Dan Miller definitely missing on the MTB. Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame. Unfortunately, Dan Miller blew his knee out only, I think it was about a month ago. He tried to ride in Zurich. He couldn't get that done. He was hoping to ride here in Berlin, but he said to me he's going to have to go get some scans because he has been so busy setting up that mountain bike tower. These guys are jumping. The ramps they're jumping. Dan Miller has been setting that up all over the world. So unfortunately we don't have him here. Oh, Andre is so sick on MTB. Absolutely. Reto Heine there with the double backy. Nice. I love that. That 360 heart attack. A little bit of an indie thrown in there for good measure. Matty Pekarek throwing that one away. Now, best trick. Zapsa FMX the best. Carolina Temka. Well, I feel like that may be a little bit biased, but I totally agree with you. Zapsa is one of our favorite riders here at Night of the Jumps, one of the young guns, and he comes with so much energy. He's so happy. Really good attitude, and I think we'll see a lot more of him at Night of the Jumps in the future. It is good to see new freestyle motocross riders coming through. And that is it for the mountain bike, BMX and scooter best trick. Only one rider will win the best trick there. We'll find out in the ceremony at the end of the night. So we're going to hold back those points from the judges. And you'll find out when I do, because I'm going to have to watch this final run. And I'm going to have to run down there, catch the interviews with the winners. I don't know who has won that competition just now. So you're going to find out same time as I will, and I'll be down on the floor when I finally get close to this action. But right now, it's time for the final, the Brinks Cup. Can Matej Cezak land a trick to get him onto the leaderboard of this Brinks Cup already? He's checking out the ramp. It is not often you see a freestyle rider checking out a ramp before they jump, but there's a very good reason for it. That ramp right there, that is the front flip rocker ramp. And he is making sure that that mechanism is in the right place. It's not been left from when somebody jumped it before and the rocker is in the wrong position. He's double checked it. He's happy with it. He's just given himself the nod to go. The time starts as he hits the ramp. Matej Cezak, no hand flip. Flip levers up. Second jump. Rolling around, taking the 8 meter on the outside for a KOD flip. A little bit crossed up again, just like that first run that we saw from Matej. But he held this one together a little bit better. Lazy boy flip. I'm not sure who said that before, but he just wasn't lazy enough on that flip. If he can get his head a little bit closer to the seat, which we have seen before from Matej, it looks so good when he gets it done. Heel clicker to Superman backflip. Looks like the judging's going in the opposite direction now. 0 out of 0 plus 4, okay. Nice, 9 o'clock. Wait, hang on. Was that just the 9 o'clock, not the Indy into the 9 o'clock? So if so, I am happy to see a little bit of variation in the final. Heart attack flip. 30 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time to get these tricks done. 8 jumps in the final, plus the double up. There's a nice ruler, rolling it up. You can see him go really quickly into the ruler, dropping his head down, looking through, and then slowly getting his body and his legs up to full extension. Nice whip. That's exactly the whip that won him his 4th trophy of the season in Best Whip tonight here in Berlin. And that is how he is going to finish his run in this top 4 final. You can see him actually leaning back and holding his back That was the injury he had leading into Zurich. And I could just see then, very quickly, but he just touched his back as he rolled around. So that may be the reason that he's not feeling as good right now. But here we go, front flip, double up, holding it. Oh, that is going to hurt sliding on that flooring. There's a lot of grip on that flooring, which is good for tires, but it is not good for the body if you are sliding on it. Matej Cezak. The front flip looked good. It looked like he was going to hold it, but he just surfed across the top of that flooring. Let's go Matej in Czech Republic from Filip Podmol. I hope he is not too badly injured. He got out of it. It wasn't a bad crash. It wasn't a high impact crash. But definitely the crunch wouldn't have helped. Matej for podium. Andrei Tsaruba. Good to see we've got another Czech rider there. Andrei Tsaruba joining in. So he didn't have that high impact crash, but we're not sure what's happened there. He was definitely clutching. Look, maybe at the ribs or at the back. I'm sure his elbows will be stinging as he slid across the ground there on that front flip. But this is how he started his run, the no-hand backflip. And then coming around for the KOD, not as big as what we've seen before from Matej, not bad. A little bit twisted up on that one. Lazy boy, not lazy enough, but a trick that not many riders in FMX actually get. Heel clicker to Superman backflip. That was looking pretty good. And this was the 9 o'clock, so he decided against that Indy in to 9 o'clock out. Heart attack backflip, seat grab to heart attack backflip, depending on your extension criteria. Nice ruler there, 215 points for Matej Cezak, and finishing it off with a whip for his run. Ooh, and we didn't get the front flip on the slow motion. Maybe the guys decided it was better to hold that one back. I'm going to check it out a little bit later on because he's got up, he has walked off, so I'll check out that front flip and see exactly why he decided, why he came down, why he crashed to the side. I was just trying to read the comments there and I kind of got a little bit distracted. Sorry about that. But we'll check that out a little bit later on. But right now, we've got Marc Pignol, currently in second position on the overall in Zurich. He finished in second position. And unfortunately for Marc Pignol, this will be his final night of the jumps for 2024. He will not be able to make it due to a clash of events in Cologne, in Hanover. And he is so bummed because this could be the year that he finishes the entire season on the podium. He's in the right place right now. Currently in second. He's in the top 4 final right now. I don't think he could lose his second position right now on the overall leaderboard, even if he ends up in 4th position tonight. But unfortunately, we won't see him in Cologne or Hanover. So, for a Tsunami Scorpion style to open his account, it might be his last show tonight at Night of the Jumps, but he's not going to go out without trying. Nice bar solid again, scorpioning those legs out. Scorpioning, is that a verb? Did I just make that into a verb? I guess I did. Whipped out, 9 o'clock, looking down. Nice variation so far in the tricks. The flip levers are up. He's looking at that next gen ramp. What was that? I missed it. Did you guys see that at home? Because I couldn't make out what that was. All right, caught over backflip, but didn't get the extension on that one. He snapped it out fast. He got back on the bike fast. He just didn't have the time to arch it out. Indy to Indy to Indy. 3 indies in 1 backflip. That was much better than the first one. I have only seen that trick done before on a moon booter. This time now on the front flip ramp. A little bit short again, but he got out of that front flip a lot better than in the first round. I have seen Pignol do a triple Indy before, but definitely not as big as that. That was the biggest. But now Tsunami Surfer takeoff on the next gen. Whoa. That was so short. If he was on dirt, that could have been some sore ankles and maybe worse. But he was very lucky then to get minimal bounce, but the bounce was actually very predictable on that one. The bike stayed straight. He landed at the bottom. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the double up. Side saddle takeoff. One hand in the seat grab. Here we go. Mark Pignol. That is the California roll, and he landed it absolutely perfectly. The first body varial of the night here in Berlin. Night of the jumps. Absolutely perfect. And he will be so happy with that one on a personal level, because he showed me a video from a show they just did. I think it was a freestyle zombie show or a Yada show of some description. They had 2 airbags side by side. He was jumping to the left airbag and he ended up on the right-hand airbag. If it wasn't there, he would have crashed for sure. But on this one here tonight in Berlin, California roll. Absolutely perfectly. Side saddle takeoff. One hand in the seat, sitting down. The hardest way you could possibly jump a ramp, to even go straight on that trick, to just jump, is incredibly difficult. Then to spin around, do a body varial, land it perfectly. Well done to Mark Pignol. Huge bar solid there, letting go with the seat grab into basically a rock solid. It's just a little bit different. Nice, whipped out, almost going into a flatliner on that 9 o'clock knack. Indy flip, Mark, full send mode is on, absolutely right. Philip Podmol caught over backflip. Maybe the only trick that was a little bit weak in that run, because then he came back with that Indy to Indy to Indy backflip, and then it got bigger and better from then on with the front flip. Came up a little bit short, but he managed to hold on pretty good. That bull was bucking, but he managed to hold on to it. Surfer takeoff. Tsunami, a little bit short on this one, and he bounced to the bottom, but he held onto that one. 264 points for Mark Pignol in this top 4 final. We have 2 more riders to go. Davide Rossi and Luke Ackerman was 264 points from Pignol. Was that enough to hold out Davide Rossi coming up next? We'll find out. But it looks like now Mark is taking a seat on the hot seat there on the stage. That is the seat that everybody wants. It's back finally after a few years away. They found the hot seat. It was in the back of a warehouse under a few blankets. Maybe there was a couple of drink bottles on top. Who knows? But they pulled it out, dusted it off. There it is. Tia's favorite hot seat here at Night of the Jumps. 2 riders left. Davide Rossi, Luke Ackerman. Are they able to knock Mark Pignol off of that spot? He finished in second in Zurich. Can he keep his second tonight here, or can he actually take the win? We'll find out after Davide Rossi, Luke Ackerman. Many greetings to the whole team. Go on, Stoker. Whoa, so we've got Martin in on the chat. Very good to see. Thank you very much for tuning in. Unfortunately, we don't have you here in Berlin, but I can't wait to see you again, Martin. We miss you, buddy. But Davide Rossi starting his run with a perfect front flip. I maintain that is one of the dumbest ramps you can jump, and doing it first in your run is even more crazy for Davide Rossi. Stomping the front flip on the first jump, dead body perfectly over the next gen ramp on the return. Flip levers up, nice, KOD flip, ruler flip from the Italian stallion. Flip levers have stayed up, double can flip. Was he looking for a switchblade? On the outside ramp there of the 8-meter synchro, seat grab Indy backflip. He's got plenty of time up his sleeve. Davide Rossi, rock solid Indy. Love the style on that rock solid. Big old Indy to the side, cliffhanger backflip. You do get to see a lot of Indies these days where the legs are just going up and down, but this was a real Indy, side to side. So he took an extra spin at that one to make sure this final jump worked. Heel click it to Indy backflip, and he's still got time. That's how fast Davide is getting around, and he's going to take it. He's going to throw an extra whip in there for good measure. He had enough time to spin around on the spot and get himself ready, then come back and get an extra jump in. That is just how quick he is on this course. Now it's time for the double up. Second time we've seen Davide Rossi in the final front flip, no hands, landed it absolutely perfectly. Oh, this is going to be hard for Pignol to keep his spot on the hot seat. Will it be Pignol's California roll with a front flip, the Indy to Indy to Indy flip? Or will it be the front flip combos from Davide Rossi in that double up? This is going to be tough. Rock solid Indy back, rock solid Indy backflip. Rock solid Indy was perfect. Raw News TV, thank you very much. Loving the love. Thanks guys for tuning in. And hey, you're keeping my ego nice and, well, you're massaging it right now, trust me. As I'm starting to blow my voice out, you can probably hear that at home. But tonight has been insane, and this is exactly why with the front flip, no hand, he held it so damn long. Massimo Bianconcini, we've got the real Italian who has been around for so long. Massimo in here on the commentary. Thank you so much for joining us. Multiple highest air winners. Massimo Bianconcini there, watching in to cheer on his buddy there from Italy, Davide Rossi, huge dead body. KOD backflip, everything was pretty much perfect. I can't really fault anything in this run. Nice double can backflip. Looks like he's trying to twist into a switchblade. You just need to twist those hips a little bit more. Huge seat grab Indy. Again, talking about the Indies. Actually twisting at the hips. Twisting left and right, not up and down. That's how you do an Indy, my friends. And a cliffhanger backflip. Big combos. Big upright combos. Big backflip combos. Heel clicker to an Indy flip. Greetings from Ireland. Thank you very much. Good to see we've got a lot of fans from all around the world tuning in to watch this one right now. Let's see if we can hear Davide. Okay, I couldn't really hear anything. Anyway, Davide Rossi, what a run. Best run of Davide so far. Max Schwarz, I agree. That was the best run I've seen from Davide so far. 257 points for Davide, so it will not be enough to knock Marc Pignol off of that hot seat. There's only one rider who can do that, and he's on our list right now in front of you. The final rider of the night, the local, the German, Luke Ackerman. That was close. There was a lot of positivity in that the judges could possibly swing the way of David Rossi, but I feel like it was the variation of Marc Pignol that may have just been enough for him to keep his spot. He's already got that hot seat warm. He doesn't want to get off of there and sit down on a cold stage watching. He wants to stay there. It was just enough from Pignol to keep his spot. And right there, the man, the myth, the legend, the beast, the Terminator. This is Luke Ackerman on his home turf here in Berlin, Germany. The music, it feels like the decibels just went through the roof. They've just added 20 more decibels to this one. The crowd is so much louder. It's like the music just got louder. Or everybody just knows what's about to come up. We've already seen Luke in qualification. We've already seen a double backflip in quali. We've seen his front flip, 360, the ruler flip. He's got 2 more jumps now. And I know that he does like to mix up his finals, try not to keep the same run. Of course, we're going to see a couple of the same tricks, I would imagine. They're the big ones. They're the ones he needed to use to get from quali into the final. This was probably the hardest competition in 2024. Actually, easily. This was the hardest competition to judge. Every single rider had to bring their A game to get to the final. Here we go, Luke Ackerman, front flip. Oh, you could see a couple of chicken wings on that, where he gave it a couple of revs. Did he need to or not? I don't know. Next gen. Huge holy grab to rock solid. Okay. Upping the ante, the first one. Qualification, he went holy grab. In the final, he went holy grab to rock solid. Going for a seat grab, Indy backflip. That was definitely better than the quali run on the extension. Swinging around now with the 360. Looking at the crowd from behind where he just came from in the berm. He was eyeballing them all the way. Huge ruler flip. The only way he can do that, or any rider to do it that big, is to be like Luke and throw that bike around like it's a scooter and just using pure muscle. There is no other way that is going to happen. And to get back on the bike as big as that. Front flip, no-handed. Oh, so it's not just David Rossi with that combo. Luke had to show him he has that up his sleeve as well. Cliffhanger on the return. 10 seconds on the clock. Will he go for one more? You can see it looks like he was checking out the clock. He gave it a couple of looks and went, nah, you know what? I'm going to chill. I got one more trick. This is the double up. And that whole run could mean nothing if he crashes this last jump. This is it. The final jump of the competition of the night. If he lands this, he wins. If he crashes, he loses. Luke Ackerman double backflip absolutely perfectly. Again, this has to be only a formality, but I am going to give my personal judging, which means nothing right now. I'm not a judge, but that for me is a Luke Ackerman win here in Berlin. 4th round. He won the first 3. I can't imagine with a run like that he's going to lose the 4th. So there goes a brand new pair of Red Bull Spec goggles into the crowd. One lucky fan here in the Uber Arena is going to take home that pair of Spec goggles. What a run. I love this. Can I swear on this? Well, I mean, we just showed shit, so I guess I can say it. There you go. Thank you very much, Dakota. I'm going to say it because they allowed it in the text. I love doing live streams here on Brinks TV and YouTube. Wide angle 07 in the bag. I agree with you with that double backflip in that run to finish off with the double backflip. He was chilling on that one. He knew it was coming all the way around. Luke Ackerman, the FMX Terminator, started his run out with the front flip. The style on that 360. The holy grab with a little rock solid there in for good measure because there's so much time on the next gen. It gives them an extra second of time in the air. And he used every part of it. This is the 360. Check the style. Stalling out that 360. I have not seen any other rider stall a 360 like Luke, but that's just how confident he is that he's going to bring that bad boy around. That KTM 450 is spinning all around the place. Backflips, front flips, 360s, double backflips, and a cliffhanger to boot from the young German. Multiple world champion titles now for Luke Ackerman. Tonight, this has to be the 4th win of the season. And let's see what he has to say.
Das probiere ich natürlich immer aufzuerfüllen irgendwie. Ihr seid richtig geil und Zugabe gibt's gleich. Dankeschön!
All right, so for all you German fans at home watching in, I hope you enjoyed that. All I got was Dankeschön. There you go. Thank you very much from Luke Ackerman. That's about all I could translate for you guys. I'm really sorry. I've lived here for too long and I've learnt nothing more than Dankeschön and Ein Bier bitte. That's about it. Luke Ackerman here in Berlin. We haven't even got the points and Pignol was already getting off. And it looks to me like he's got the win. He's on the hot seat. Do we have points for a reference? Do we have points? We'll find. It doesn't matter. To be honest, right now, the points don't even matter. We know Luke has won. So all the points are there for. The judges are there to put a point to basically say who wins, who's second, who's third, who's fourth. Points don't really matter at the end of the day. But we'll find out very soon. All right, I just heard from the man in the deep. It was 279 points for Luke Ackerman. So with that run, he was getting so close to a perfect score. 300 would be a perfect score here at Night of the Jumps. 279, he's getting a lot closer. There we go. 279, Luke Ackerman. Mark Pignol with his second time in second position with 264 points. Davide Rossi, his second time on the podium. He had his first ever podium in Zurich at the last event in round 3. Tonight, he's back there again in third position, Davide Rossi. And Matej Cezak with 4th overall at the 4th round of Night of the Jumps. And now you're getting quite an up-close view of the arena. I was starting to feel dizzy looking at that. It felt like I was doing a 360 from that camera view. So it looks like we got everybody else out. It's time for an encore, guys. Do you guys want an encore at home? Because I want an encore here. We've seen an unbelievable competition. We know that Luke Ackerman has won the freestyle motocross, but we do not know yet who has won on either BMX, actually, hang on. There was not a BMX rider in that final because Leon Binkerbank, he didn't ride on his BMX. He had to ride mountain bike. Libor Podmol, no hand catwalk. Tommy Clowes would love that one. Pepper Aaron joining in on the fun at the end. Thank you very much to Pepper Aaron being our reserve rider tonight. Joining Libor Podmol in the synchro. He almost came away with a win. And we get to see him for the encore here at the end of the night with everybody in for one last jump. We've got the BMX. I saw Jimmy Brunt there jumping just in front of the freestyle riders, going at the same time on that mountain bike tower, rolling in front of the freestyle boys. So to Mikaway Temka, Libor Podmol, Matej Cezak, Mark Pignol, Andrea Lukondagi, Leo Feeney, we just saw Davide Rossi, Luke Ackerman, the freestyle riders. We also had Luke Svinkels, Milko Abrahams, Abraham Ziegler, and Nicholas Dintner on the trampoline. Enzo De Jesus, Reto Heine, Matty Pekarek, Lucas Huppert, Peter Kaska, Jimmy Brunt, Mike Boom, Alejandro Bonifay, and Andreu Lukondagi on the mountain bike. What a show we have had here tonight in Berlin. That is it. Number 4, run and done. Luke Ackerman, 4 wins from 4 events. Matej Cezak, 4 wins from 4 events in the best whip competition. Who was it? Leo Feeney and Davide Rossi, 2 wins from 2 events for those guys in the synchro competition. Man, we got mountain bike, BMX and scooter to find out very shortly. Also, Luke Svinkels and Milko Abrahams with the FTA win. The Dutchies, they won over the Deutschies here on home turf. That's hard to actually lose on home turf, but that's just how good the Dutchies were tonight here. But we're about to find out very quickly who will be the winner with the mountain bike or scooter competition at the end. I can see the riders just lining up to get over to the stage. Ooh, the lights are out. Who do you guys think at home? Who do you think is going to take the win in that competition? Throw it in the comments. And actually, to be honest, now I finally get to see who is typing. This is awesome to know that you've been there. Jörg Wittmann, amazing show. Thanks to all How to Make It Possible. And Steve, best wishes for your buddy. Hope the wizard gets well soon. Absolutely right, Jörg Wittmann. I want to give a huge shout out to Harry Bink, the wizard who he was just talking about. Just quickly, Alejandro Bonifay won with that twister for the mountain bike competition. So a big shout out to Harry Bink. He was supposed to be here tonight in Berlin. Unfortunately for Harry, he had a horrible, horrible crash at X Games Japan only 2 weekends ago. And with that crash, he has a broken neck. He texted me one day later after the crash from hospital. He told me, I've got a broken neck. It's not good. Sent me the video. It really wasn't good. And he had to get back home to Australia. He's had surgery. He is on the mend. But I want to say a huge shout out to Harry. We here, everybody, from the riders, the crew, I'm sure all the fans and you guys at home, we're all thinking about Harry. Heal up Harry. Sam Merrick, absolutely right. He is one of the legends of the sport. He puts everything into it, and I can't wait to see him back here. All right, so Davide Rossi in 3rd position. Mark Pignol in 2nd. This looks like we've got the exact same podium as what we had in Zurich, and I don't know if I expected that this time tonight in Berlin. Anything could have happened. This was probably the closest FMX competition I've seen in a long time. And Luke Ackerman taking the win for the 4th time at Night of the Jumps. Joel Isda, one of the best shows. Would you ever come to Norway? We would love to come to Norway. If you would love to have us in Norway, tell everybody. We want to come up. Good idea. I'm gonna have a chat to somebody, see if we can go to Norway. I was up there once for a competition with Andre Villa in Oslo. I loved it. I can't wait to go back. I'd love to be there in Norway again with Night of the Jumps. So that's the final run. Luke Ackerman, 279 points. 264, Mark Pignol, Davide Rossi in 3rd with 257. And Matej Cezak, 4th position overall tonight, 215. As we have the end of the the end of the national anthem for Luke Ackerman. The fireworks went off a little bit early. Looked like it might have scared Mark Piol just that tiny bit. Alejandro Bonifay, the win on the mountain bike again. We saw him with the win in Zurich. Another one here tonight in Berlin. Can he keep the good times rolling as we go to Cologne? Will be the next event, October 26th. We'll see you in Cologne again on Brinks.tv. We'll also be on the YouTube channel here with Night of the Jumps. So make sure to tune in October 26th. If you can make it, we'd love to see you there. We'll be inside the Lanxess Arena in Cologne, Germany. Come along. It's a beautiful city. We'd love to see you there. And the final will be in Hanover in Germany, November the 9th. Now, there is the Brinks Cup. I'm going to do this. You're going to see this right now. I'm going to check and see if the judges have actually put in any comments about the Brinks Cup. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I don't have results right now, other than, whoa. Okay, the judges are not in agreement. These are very different results. I'm going to read this a little bit more. I'm going to have a chat with the judges and we'll decide on this. So maybe we have an answer for you by the time I get down. I'm going to run down right now. I'm going to do the interviews. Don't go anywhere. Maybe there's a highlight. I don't know. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
It's built into every sport.
Unbelievable!
Doesn't matter if you're in an exotic location or under the glare of studio lights.
Holy smokes!
Sports are sports. And they all come jam-packed with adrenaline.
He's spinning out, and he hits the head! He's got the seatbelt around the neck.
There's a reason it's called an adrenaline rush. Oh my God! And it's always rush hour on Brinks TV. The kingdom of awesomeness.
Verleiht Flügel.
No, but it was a really close comp.
Yeah, everything was nice. It was fun. And now, I can tell you the popped up 8 is perfect for that landing, and the next gen everything works really well.
Sweet, that's cool.
Everything's cool.
So I just have to remember everything. Yeah. All right, here we go. We've got the winner, the 4th round, 4th trophy for the season, Luke Ackerman. I would say tonight was one of the closest competitions I've seen at Night of the Jumps in a long time. How did it feel for you to go out there? You had to give your A game.
Yeah, for sure. Tonight was a tough night. Everyone was, stepping it up. I think more than 5 or 6 riders are front flipping now on that ramp, and everyone is stepping it up. So the competition was real close, and I straight went into it with a good quali run. But yeah, I kind of wanted to push it even harder in final, and I had so much fun riding out here. The track has been awesome, and yeah, good competition.
Right, I'm going to go with the 360 on this one. It looked to me like you stalled that out so long. Are you just that confident with that trick right now?
Yeah, the 360, you know, it felt great tonight. Like, I'm always pulling so hard to get the rotation spin real fast. And if I feel like the rotation is fast, I can stay in there and wait for so long. And it makes me so much, you know, it makes so much fun for me, and it makes me smile in the air. And I always try to stall the rotation and stay in there as long as I can, and it's just so fun.
Man, and then to finish on the double backflip, both of them, qualification and the final, they're just looking like you're greasing that. It looks so much better.
Yeah, I'm always trying to be, you know, 100% here because, you know, every mistake counts. So, yeah, just riding as clean as I can, just pushing as hard as I can to, you know, have like a sick run. But yeah, all in all, it's been awesome, and I think it was a clean one, and I'm super stoked.
Awesome. Congratulations again. We'll see you on round 5. We'll be in Cologne. Oh, this is going to be a big one. See you there, buddy.
Yeah, see you in Cologne. I want to win the next one. Come on, boys.
Closest FMX judging I've seen in a long time. You were part of that, I would say, a problem and maybe a headache for the judges. You've brought a new, well, not a new trick, but a trick that nobody really does. 3 indies in one backflip. How did you find the time? And actually, that one looked good.
Actually, I tried it on the qualify and was looking good, but I know that I can hold a little bit more, and the next gen is perfect for that. If I can do it in the normal gap, I know that in the next gen I just need to work a little bit more because it's the rotation, the final, it's a little bit different. Yeah. But yeah, I decided to put in the round, try to put the things to look a little bit more difficult. But it's impossible. He's amazing. He rode amazing. He deserved the win. But I'm super happy with my round, with all the problems that I had this week. So I'm just stoked.
I feel like when I was watching, this is something I know, we haven't seen it on the footage tonight. You did a California roll about a week ago or 2 weeks ago that you kind of veered off with a whip, and if there was not a second landing there, you wouldn't have landed on anything. But tonight, that was perfect. That California roll could not have been straighter. Were you really concentrating on that one?
Yeah, I am. When I got a wide landing, I kind of concentrate a little bit less. And today is like, you cannot go to the right that much, you know? So yeah, I was really focused. I really took a little nap on the break to try to rest a little bit because after the qualify, I had to say that I didn't feel that comfortable with my round. But on the final, it's like, dude, you got it. It's not the first time that you do it, so you know that you will do it good if you are focused. So I just went for it.
Awesome, Mark. Congratulations on your second. Right now, you're sitting in second position overall. Unfortunately, we're not going to see you in Cologne or Hanover, but I'm so glad to see you gave it all that you had for season 2024. But we'll catch you again, hopefully 2025, maybe in April.
I hope it because now I'm stoked. I'm motivated. I want to send it next year for sure.
Oh, another win on the mountain bike, Alejandro Bonifay. Man, you're up against some stiff competition. Lucas Huppert, he brought his A game tonight. You beat him on his hometown turf in Zurich 1 month ago. It looked like he was coming for you. Andrei Lukondagi as well. So good to see the legend, but you got another win. How does it feel?
Feels amazing, man. Last time in Zurich, Lucas couldn't get the win, and I got it. And yeah, you know, every time I ride, I give my best. And the crazy thing is I'm just giving my best, and I don't feel like I'm pushing myself, you know. I'm just having fun, and that makes me to push, you know. And somehow I land the tricks I wanted, and yeah, I won again. So stoked, man.
Man, that could not be the most chilled response I've heard. Like, I'm just chilling, and I land the tricks, and I win. Is that the secret to the success?
Yeah, dude, you know, I've been battling a lot with anxiety, and now, since like 2 years ago, I started to, okay, let's chill a bit, you know, let's enjoy what we do, you know, like back in the days why we started riding, you know, we started riding because we were having fun, you know, so now I'm trying to find that again, and I think I found it, and yeah, I couldn't be happier.
Congratulations on another win on the mountain bike here at Night of the Jumps. Round 4. We'll see you again in Cologne and Hanover. And guys, thank you very much for tuning in to Night of the Jumps for the live stream. We're here on Brinks.tv and also on the Night of the Jumps YouTube channel. We'll see you again, like I just said, October 26th, Cologne. If you're in Germany, if you're in Europe, hell, wherever the hell you are in the world, just get on a flight, come over. We want to see you guys there at the Lanxess Arena. Tickets are on sale. And if you can't make it, we'll see you on Brinks.tv. We'll see you on the YouTube channel again. Have a good night, guys. We're out.
into the groove.
into the groove.
Red Bull verleiht Flügel.